late night Grin. Also, what does that name mean?
Good evening, folks. Happy Friday. Happy Grin Day. It is it was slightly somber for a moment as we had our pre-show team meeting. We are down a hooper this evening. We apologise. We will not be offering refunds card subject to change, but we're still excited. We're fired up. Early Grin tonight, head to head with that damn SmackDown that broke my heart all those months ago. We're going to be watching a wrestling pay-per-view that was 21 years ago today. And to me, as I've been saying to the boys, is kind of the ideal Grinalong show in that it has an all-time great match on it. Yeah. And really nothing else that we even have to watch. Really, we could just do a podcast and then lock in when the time comes. So I'm excited. We hope you are too. Buster, how are you feeling this evening?
I'm good. I took a too long nap earlier, so I'm on the rocks, I guess. But I'm here and I'm excited. I'm excited to do some podcasting / watching a wrestling match towards the end of this. Let's go.
Indeed. Yes, indeed. Novi, how are you?
Doing well, Joe. Before this broadcast, I had to kind of speed run and edit for the latest YouTube video, but it's done. And so I can go to sleep directly after watching a great match. The only one we'll watch tonight, so it should be exciting.
And let's be clear, this is still your first time watching Eddie and JBL, right?
Yes, it is.
So you're going to be experiencing it in the most manly way to experience such a match, which is sitting through 2 hours of wrestling beforehand. And because you can't just, sometimes you drop yourself in these situations, it's not for it.
Have you seen the blade job? Have you seen anything?
I've seen some of the imagery from the match, but I've never seen the match or anything like that. So
yeah, see, I don't think you're ready for what it looks like when it starts pouring.
Exactly. I was gonna say when it's revealed, when he
I'm anticipating it because I do know the extremes that it reads, but I'm sure it'll hit kind of different with the 2 hours ahead of it and stuff like that.
It's pretty gross, to be honest, dude. It's pretty wild. Hello, Kaden Lee.
Hi, Joe.
How are you?
I'm good. I'm a little tired. I spent today, I told the fellas before we went live, I spent today cleaning up my apartment a little bit more. And I decided instead of just sitting around playing Minecraft for 6 hours again, I was going to do something productive. So I went through all of my t-shirts and organized into stuff to keep, stuff to donate, stuff that can be put into storage that are cool shirts that I've collected over the years. And I did not realize how many wrestling shirts I have. I think I have 75 to 100 wrestling shirts. Mm-hmm. So that was that kind of ruined my day a little bit, but
yeah. So Kaden told us that before we went live here, and I didn't feel like we sold for it really at all. We kind of just went, oh, cool.
Yeah.
For somehow we encouraged Kaden that was his leading salvo tonight. Yeah. So it makes me wonder.
It's very on brand for him, to be fair.
Did one of us do a big sell for that? I don't think we did, right?
Not really. No,
you said something.
But I had planned that an hour ago, so I wasn't gonna. It was that or hockey, and I wasn't gonna get yelled at by the chat again. So I went.
Good call. You did the right thing. You have to trust. I think what you did was, and I respect this as an artist. You said, "These guys are just a bad crowd. Once we get out in front of the people, they'll love it." It's unclear whether they did or not, but you tried, and I respect that. Hello, Robert O'Neill.
Hello, Joe.
Tonight. You're Bobby the Hooper.
Big shoes to fill.
Yeah. If you have any takes on vaccines, now's the time, Bob. Fire away. How are you tonight, mate?
I'm doing well. I saw you guys were starting a little bit early tonight. Figured I'd jump on and watch this show and be locked in for the whole show, talking about the show only. So, please don't talk to me about things that aren't this show.
Yeah.
Sure.
I have the May 2004 Observer open. Going to be looking through some tabs here.
Baby.
Bro, I have the fucking August 04 open. I'm not for any reason. I was just reading it earlier.
Oh,
Hell yeah.
Yeah.
So we're gonna see what we can find here.
so are you saying that there's a chance that like we're talking about something else and you just yell out at random like Mordecai, just play by play?
Yeah, a lot of Mordecai discussion to come.
Interesting. Very, very interesting. All right, folks, here's what you're going to do. You're going to fire up the Judgment Day 2004 on Peacock, Netflix, wherever it is you're utilizing these days. If you've still got the WWE Network, cherish it. But we're going to hit play here in a moment, so I'll give everyone a chance to fire that up. Judgment Day 04. And in the meantime, our guy for Hard sends a super chat. He says, quote, Novi, this is you, bro. Respect Phyrexian. I'm a big Phyrexian guy.
No.
Apparently they had a good match tonight.
Sure.
I guess.
People tell me they have good matches all the time, I hear.
No,
I've never seen one, but
match. I didn't see it, but
I don't dislike Fraction at all. They're fine.
they're fine. They're a good action team.
Yeah.
They're good hand.
The thing is, like the rest of the United States of America, once Alexa Bliss's match was done, I was like, what use do I have for this program now?
Mhm.
Hell yeah.
In all seriousness, she got it out for a freestyle match tonight. They tried to. This is awesome. What I'm about to say will not sound real, but like legitimately happened. They tried This Is Awesome, and her and Chelsea traded forearms from their knees like it was G1.
Did she do a dragon screw again?
No, she didn't. But the crowd was doing like the boo yay, and it was. I don't know, man. Like she's clearly in a lot of pain, but she's really trying very hard at this run. So God bless. She had like plasters on her elbows because they were bleeding, I guess, last week. And they like fell off in the match. She was in hell out there, man.
Wait,
just
she's in Money
hustle.
in the Bank now?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She needs to show up to the pape with the fucking Heath Slater I Got Kids shirt, right? Like,
Oh my god, that's one of the shirts that I found going through my clothes.
that rules. That absolutely rules.
I
Yeah.
specifically
It was decent.
I left it out that way I can wear it on stream one day.
Good stuff. We respect Heath Slater around these parts. All right, folks. Judgment Day, 2004. The Great Brain Buster is going to count us down when he is ready. Buster, take it away, mate.
3, 2, 1, go.
You have got really good at that, I have to say.
Thank you.
Doesn't do 5 anymore. Just trust the 3.
Huh?
Lets the people just believe that the 3 count will work. You know.
That's what I
He
do.
does. He's trained us in that way. We don't need the extra 2 seconds anymore.
Exactly.
Makes it less
Well,
awkward for me too.
Was you yeah, fair. But was you comfortable with the 3-second countdown?
Yeah, I mean, I used to do what did I do from 10, I think, back when I used to do it. But 3's nice. It's efficient.
Yeah. I don't know if I could do 10. Maybe I'll bust it out one day just to try it as a tribute.
Well,
Yo, what?
You just said it. Bro.
Fuck.
Yeah. Fine.
But like my name is,
I know, but it's just
My
we
gimmick.
don't bust it out around here, bro. We talked about this.
whatever.
I sent out a memo.
I made my mistake. We got a company-wide email.
Yeah.
I didn't get it.
Clearly didn't
Oh
read
my
it.
god, dude. Is Rene Dupree in like a big match on this show? He's in the opening video package.
my God.
He's facing John Cena.
Oh Jesus.
Oh, fucking put this on the list.
This dude, 2004 SmackDown is a psychotic,
it's bad.
psychotic time. Yeah, Bob, actually, that's a good point. Can you paint a picture or set the stage at least for what this looks like, SmackDown in 2004, and why JBL is in the spot he's in tonight?
Yeah, well, so after WrestleMania 20, I think Big Show got hurt because he dropped the title to Cena. Angle got hurt, and then Brock left, and they didn't replace them on SmackDown with any actual stars. So you get guys like Mordecai trying to come up. Kenzo Suzuki will be there. Rene Dupree wrestles John Cena for most of the summer. It doesn't work. And Raw is pretty good at this time too, but
Yeah.
The famous thing is Triple H didn't want to work Tuesdays, and if he did, he probably would have been on here because they drafted him to SmackDown, then they traded him back right away.
Fucking hell.
They're at the dang Staples Center.
Godly stage. Godly.
They sold it out too. They sold
did?
Staples out because the build to JBL and Eddie, because the build to JBL and Eddie includes the angle where Eddie's mother has a heart attack, right, Bob?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
It looks gorgeous, this entire
Yeah, that's
presentation.
Someone in the crowd had a "We Want Teddy Hart" sign.
Well,
He was putting up numbers in 2004. Bro, what do you want me to do? On that, the famed Chris Hero Dango shoot, Dango brings Teddy Hart up and he's like, I like Teddy's matches. And Chris Hero goes, yeah, if you could put aside him, what a piece of shit he is. It legitimately looks like Dango has no idea what he's even talking about. He's like, I guess so. I guess so.
dude, the fucking, I'm not going to say it, but the Trent Beretta clip is
it's one of the craziest things.
unbelievable.
I shouldn't say funny, but the craziest thing is, it's like the 2010s. So you can't even really do that. It was a different time. People just
it wasn't. Yeah.
There are guys that are on TV now that were like saying legitimately offensive things on those shows. they just still exist on YouTube. No one's done anything about it. Or I'm not saying they should. I'm just saying it's weird. You know?
Right. Yeah.
I was watching a shoot of my own, Kevin Steen
Oh,
show and the Young Bucks.
Oh yeah.
Kevin drops one of those naughty words throughout the broadcast, but that's okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Boys are pretty vulgar, man.
Yeah. They all immediately after goes, that's just uncalled for. And they go, different time.
Hey, sorry, stop the program. Thank you, Bob, for the super chat. We didn't have much on this because none of us watched it. Ebu likes them a lot, man. He's my friend, so I support this. Andrew says, Van Dam put Dango over on the Sabu tribute show with Taz last night. Huh?
What?
I need to watch this.
Explain the context of this, please. Thank you, Andrew, for the update. I need to know context on this. All right. Look at Hugo. Beasting.
Michael looked
All right,
alarming.
folks. For those of you already here, hold on a second. Oh, baby. Oh,
Yes.
baby.
The duds.
It's coming down, brothers. Oh, my God. Look at the shorts.
Jesus.
What is he thinking
Holy
with the shorts?
Shit.
I wish this got weeks ago and his shorts were longer than that.
I can see his knees.
That's revolting, isn't it?
Yeah.
What the fuck is he thinking? Devon's showing boob, too.
Oh my God. It's like split perfectly down the middle, too.
Yeah. They're going to main event the next SmackDown pay-per-view after this, so they're ready.
How does that go, Bob? Who do they work?
Yeah, it's not ideal. They killed Paul Bear on television.
Andrew, update from Andrew. He was telling some story and said Dango was a good guy. I like the idea that they're not connected at all, So anyway, Sabu said to me, and he just stops himself, that fellow who was a dancer in the WWF was a good fellow. I liked him. I guess Rob was there. I forget Rob was back there in 2013. Jesus. They probably wrestled, right?
They might have.
Let me look this up. In the meantime, Bob, you have some advice, I think, for the audience that is already here and is already enjoying the program.
Yeah, you can go ahead and smash that like button first time. Odd numbers, 1, 3, 7, 5, 9, 11, 13, 15, 17, 19, onward.
It's good to take a pause.
That wasn't a long enough pause, yeah.
No, I was scrambling because I forgot 5 at first, and then I had to catch up. And
They had 2 singles matches. One ended by a count out and the other by DQ. Respect.
hell yeah.
They went a combined 7 minutes.
Beautiful.
Good work, boys. I was hoping there was like a random long boy on main event. But look at the just rough house physicality from Devon Dudley. They made toys of them this look, didn't they, Bob? Do you remember those?
Yeah, they did. They made toys of everyone from this time. They were pumping
did.
them out like crazy.
It was, some would say, someone who's more vulgar than I would never say this, they would say they were busting them out. To be honest with you. I wouldn't say it. But that is a big thing, though. And like I think Alex has talked about before, the Ruthless Aggression guys, they all got figures, dude.
Mhm.
Everyone got figures. Like, Hawkins always brings out how funny it is that the Good Brothers are back for 2.5 years and never even like sniffed a figure. He thinks it's the funniest thing ever.
Mhm. Yeah,
But it is pretty funny.
around this time too, that classic Superstars line, which got a lot of guys that wouldn't have had them even too.
That changed the wrestling figure game, the classic Superstars line. Because
Yeah,
now that's the
there's-
whole fucking industry. Oh,
Yeah.
There's some cool shit in there.
okay. Bits aside, Bubba took some pretty wild bumps for a big man, didn't he? Like, no seriousness. Like,
Yes.
Now he kind of looks funny when he bumps because he's not very like.
Like that one
Yeah.
there.
Devon just took a back body drop.
Yeah.
Oh, Rob just kicked him
Oh
straight
my
in the face.
god! Directly in the fucking jaw.
Damn.
Not that this is bad, but this probably would have been like fucking godly in like '97.
Yeah,
Oh,
maybe.
These four together.
I think the sweet spot would have been like somewhere in the middle because the thing with
Yeah.
ECW is like their act's fun, but their work is
Yeah.
they're more professional here.
Good catch.
They're more professional here, even if they're not as like. And also, the crowd heat would have been better back then
Yeah.
too. To be fair. So it's interesting because I think like mechanically, this is some of their better stuff, but the crowd don't really care about Dudleys at all anymore. I
Yeah.
mean, they're on their way out the territory here soon.
Mhm.
God, these shorts are very tight.
They're really unsettling. Yeah, I posted about it, but nope.
His thighs are so pale.
Yeah, man, it's a lot. I have not seen the Cardona Dango Good Brothers tag yet. Don't have an. I'm still pursuing it. I can't get main event. But I watched One Night Stand tonight with Papa Holbert 2005, the original.
Hell yeah.
That show, which we will watch on the Grin in about a month, is I can't believe how well that show holds up as an experience.
Oh yeah.
My dad he's never seen an ECW show. He's aware of it from like the Paulie documentary and stuff, and found it like a moving watch in 2025, man.
Mhm.
What an unbelievable. I can't wait for us to watch that together on here. It's going to be great. Oh, miscommunication.
Jesus.
Good bump. My God.
Yeah, he flings himself around, dude. He really does.
Mhm.
Our guy Prinny Bro has arrived. Hope you're having a good evening, mate. And he wants a timestamp, Novi, if you can.
Currently at 9 minutes and 16 seconds. 17, 18,
Oh.
19.
I always
20.
love that. I always love that calf spot. Always. Yanking the top rope. Looks good. All right, we're into some heat, it looks like, on old Bob Van Dam.
Good sound, fellas.
This is the second best match on the show, so I'm just trying to I'm stuck watching it, you know. But we hope you're having a good night, folks. We hope you've had a good week. Looking forward to the weekend. It's a quiet weekend for wrestling, right?
A little
Yeah,
bit.
there's
Yeah.
not much going on.
Mhm.
Yeah, quiet weekend. So.
Next weekend is the big one for grabs. So.
Double or nothing. Yeah.
Yes. And Action Dean on that Saturday.
It's good
Big
shit.
week.
Sounds like a big one for AEW, not really all of wrestling. There's more than two promotions, you fucking mark.
Action Dean counts its own individual.
I get dig.
It's free, right? You got Ring of Honor, Action Dean, and AEW, bro.
There you go.
It is.
My bad.
Yeah. Now you feel like an arsehole, huh? Some heat here on Bob, though, as we mentioned. Oh, look at Bubba really playing the bully here. Look at him. Bob, can I ask you a personal question?
What's up?
Do you think you could take Bubba Ray Dudley in a fight?
Probably not.
Yeah. I asked myself it most. I don't think I could either. He broke his leg there, Bubba. I just wanted to ask you, Bob, because I think you could take him, but
That looked awesome.
I love that move.
didn't it just? Oh my goodness, dude. It's good, isn't it? This match is actually quite good.
Mm-hmm.
Look at Bray.
Oh,
God.
fucking
What,
Bubba was
just-
airborne for like 2 seconds there.
Yeah.
Awesome.
So you, dude, there's something to be said for reassessing some of this stuff. They have their matches with Kidman and London are good too. Dudley's. Look at the way he's taking Ray's offense, dude.
Michael Cole just called their gear Bumblebee like.
No.
That's
Yeah.
Joe Test tonight. Because Joe Test has been doing SmackDown for around a year. No, not that long. How long do you reckon, Bob?
I think since like the fall, or no, was it earlier this year? Because Pat came back. Yeah, so a few months.
It's like no one does wrestling holds anymore.
Holy
right?
shit.
Yeah.
Oh my fuck!
Ooh.
So Mia and Alexa did headlock takeover duel, and Joe Test goes, just look at the technical skill. Because he doesn't understand why they're not just running at each other, you know. He legitimately used the phrase "the technical skill." That was what he said about Alexa and Mia trading holds.
Hell yeah.
He rules.
He's very
I
good at
like
his
it
job.
too. I think him and Wade is a good team. I think Wade's
Yeah.
got really good. I think if Wade was produced slightly differently, he'd actually be great even. But
Yeah.
tell you what, Devon has got a set of tits on him, mate. Let me
He
tell you.
does.
His arms are massive.
It feels like he overnight like changed entirely his shape, right? Like
Mhm.
Bob, you'll get what I mean here, Bobby. He's like really pretty slight, pretty thin by wrestler standards in the early 2000s.
Yeah.
And then he starts looking like this all of a sudden. Like he transforms, I feel.
New
When does it
York,
happen? When he's Reverend, yeah, maybe when he's Reverend Devon, did he?
Yeah, I mean, I guess hanging out with Batista, you know.
Yeah, that'll do it.
Yeah.
That'll do it. He just did a drop down. Oh,
Hell yeah.
I'd like to provide an NBA update. The Knicks are up 27 at halftime.
okay.
Shit.
Well, I mean, it makes sense, doesn't it?
Yeah.
Makes sense. Grant says Devon loved having his tits out from around this point going into the TNA run.
He was proud of him. Bubba just did
Good for
a
him, bro.
fucking karate chop.
Yeah, bro. He's beasting. It's nice to see a tag match get spaced through double heat in this era because that isn't really common. I mean, it has to be common on this brand because look at the state of it. But
Yeah.
It's,
nice to
it's
see.
a very grounded match that I appreciate.
it is just a traditional tag match to open the show.
Oh,
Yeah, couple flying baby face against a couple bully heels. It's good.
did the duds bleed recently? Like, you know,
He's
don't know
bandaged
why.
up there.
they both
This
have them.
is-
Well, they both do. I didn't even notice.
Yeah.
I don't know who they would have worked with that they would have got color against, though. Do you know, Bob?
No, because I mean, they weren't really doing that on SmackDown at this point.
Yeah.
But they do. Yeah, they do both have it though.
Oh, yeah. Maybe it was just
That's
doing a bit.
interesting. Maybe try to convince
Maybe
people
they
they're
just
still
have pimples,
hardcore.
dude.
Yeah,
Just
maybe.
have some acne. Doing skincare.
Got one of those pimple patches on, pretty much.
Yeah.
The duds, brother. I can't believe they run that Taker match back in a fucking house show in Japan. I would love to see because there's a chance it got over good on a house show just because you're seeing the Undertaker, you know.
Mhm.
I just love to know what it looked like. That's also the show that I think JBL and Eddie main event. I think it's a Budokan. We need that one. WF Vault, save us. Look at this.
Ooh, that was
Goodness
beautiful.
gracious.
It's you could take it for granted. Like the duds have made all of Ray's shit. They've nailed it, all of it. You know,
Mhm.
it's pretty
Their
cool,
offense
man.
was great, too.
Yeah, it's just interesting as you watch stuff. Like you kind of do get a different feeling for it. And I'm not going to tell you the Dudley's the best tag team. They wouldn't even be in my top. It wouldn't even be my top 20. You know, but I think you can actually watch their matches like this, and you go, they were pretty good.
Yeah.
Not every team has to be one of the greatest ever. They're just solid.
No,
They have
not
high,
everyone
high,
can
high
be-
peaks, you know?
Yeah, not everyone can be the Gorillas of Destiny, Nova. You know,
That's true. That's a good point.
look at that.
It's almost no.
I always loved that spot. Always loved that spot. Referee. I wonder what's happening back there.
Just get back to your corner, man.
Oh, and they even did added, salt to the wound there with not tagging. That's just being a prick. Yeah. They didn't even need to do that, did they? They had the time to tag. Number one Gunkel says, I totally changed them after I saw them on house shows. They're a great live crowd team. That's interesting. I think I saw them on like TNA house shows, I think. And they do the table spot, obviously.
Mm-hmm.
I also saw them wrestle the nude. Oh my god, he's a double ace spinebuster. I also saw the Duds work the New Day on a house show, I think. When they came
Jeez.
back. Yeah. And they put Woods for a table, eh? I saw the Good Brothers work the New Day on a house show. That match was good. It was at Wembley Arena. Good shit.
Wembley.
Yeah. Like the stadium AEW runs?
Yeah.
Next door is
Yeah,
the
there's a
arena.
second one.
There's like a 10, 12,000 seat arena next door, and it's where TNA always run, and it's a pain for me to get to, but it's a really cool building, like sound wise.
It's like
I don't like getting there, but it's cool.
Corkins right next to the Tokyo Dome, you know?
Exactly, bro.
Similar.
Yeah. Wait, are they actually doing the Alexa Charlotte thing that I pitched? Alexa said Charlotte took her under her wing in NXT, so Alexa wants to give her support. Oh my god, they might actually be doing it. Rob Fee, I know you're watching.
Need to hurry up
It's
and
a
launch
natural
this.
story to tell, don't it? It's a natural story to tell.
Yeah, but that won't stop you from taking credit.
Of course, yeah. Don't have that as
Alexis
declared.
Oh my god.
Alexa Julia standoff on the telecast. Prefer the O2 or Wembley Arena. The O2 I prefer because it's much nicer to get to, and also, more importantly, I think the O2 is one of the best arenas in the world, to be honest with you. And I've been lucky to see a lot of arenas, but the O2 Arena is an amazing venue. Amazing
Remember
venue.
being good. Remember it looking very visually pleasing.
Yeah,
Just the way
I
the
like the
seats
way it
are
looks.
elevated.
Dude, when there's like a big event there, like Forbidden Door, for example, the atmosphere will be unbelievable for that. Unbelievable.
All this just
Bob Van
signed
Dam.
Julia.
Yeah, because they've split Jules and Roxanne, I think.
Why?
I think it was just a way to introduce them. I don't think there's anything more.
Rock on. Interesting. Van Dam in the corner.
Yeah, he's running wild right now. Fucking imagine what the
Jesus.
Julia Alexa match looks like. Holy shit, dude. Oh, yeah. Oh,
That's one I
fuck!
just.
Dude.
Oh my god.
Van Dam is so stiff, bro.
Yeah. He rocked Yvonne with that kick off the top rope.
For real. He just kicks people directly in the face, man. There was once in AEW, someone like got hit real stiff, and one of those stupid botched accounts posted it, and someone replied that their name was like at whole effing show or something like that. They were like, it's fucking amateur hour.
loser.
Amateur hour. It's like, dude, your favorite wrestler used to just violently concuss people on TV, and we all thought it was awesome. Grow up.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Oh, Ray Jr. Ray's poor knees, bro. Oh,
That was one of the tears.
dude, Rob was doing some like Ricky Morton there. He was firing up with his dukes up. Wow.
Hey,
Uh-oh.
Joe. Oh, never mind.
This way?
Fuck. Never mind.
Bro,
Bob knows where I was going.
were you gonna do the was up?
Yes.
Oh, that's a shame, bro.
Fucking Ray.
That's a shame. I'm sorry that happened. That could have been really funny. Hopefully someone else has a very popular taunt or something that we can latch on to. Oh!
Shit.
Ooh.
Damn.
Good near fall.
This has got some time, boys, and they're doing a good job here. I like this match. Imagine how
Oh my god.
spotter kick, bro. Oh my goodness. Oh my god.
Bubba's convinced at throwing like the most unconventional chops ever.
Yeah.
He hasn't
He's done
thrown
it
one
all
to the
match.
chest. He hasn't done it like one to the chest the entire match. He's done it literally everywhere else. It's awesome.
Earlier he did a clubbing blow to Ray's ass.
He
Yeah,
also
he did,
throws
yeah.
them funny punches where he like stomps through the mat like
Yeah.
in a cartoon.
Yeah.
That was definitely didn't hit both of them, but
It's
It
fine.
definitely only hit Bubba.
match actually I liked it even better on the Grinalong watching it.
Oh my
with you fellas. That was a
God.
good match. Heat was a little sticky, but I had good company this time. Good match, boys.
Good stuff.
The crowd liked it, didn't they?
Mm-hmm.
Nothing quite like when you take the wide shot and someone gets the win right in the crowd.
Yeah.
Everyone's jumping up. Look at the people. Was that even for the straps or anything?
I don't
It's
think
just-
so.
Just
No,
a
I
wrestling match.
For the love of tag team wrestling.
For pride, bro.
I used to listen to this fucking theme song every day.
It's awesome.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's while it's better, it's not as funny as the TNA theme, which is one of the funniest wrestling themes ever. Look at that, man. Wow. That's cool. Really cool. Bob Van Dam and Ray Jr. Getting a win over the Duds.
Look at everyone in the front row just pumping their fists. Literally
Yeah.
everybody.
That's a sincerity that's hard to recapture in it, you know? Just watching a 3 1/4 and going, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Saying that, they tried this is awesome to an Alexa Chelsea forearm exchange. Maybe I should shut up. Maybe I'm wrong.
It's different though.
Yeah, I think it's, to be honest, I actually think the main difference is just it feels glossier now, doesn't it? Like the way it looks and
Yeah,
sounds.
it feels
It's very
less
strange.
true to pro wrestling, I guess.
But the thing is, and I'm not trying to do, like centrist Joe, but Watching Joe and Mox have that cage match and all them LEDs around, I was going, oh,
Yeah, it's an issue with like everybody that.
it's very
Oh my
glossy,
God,
isn't
he's,
it?
he's running a seance.
All right, Bob, here's the moment. Booker and Undertaker, explain this. 'Cause I don't even know what the backstory is. Plethora wanted you to explain it.
I don't really remember this feud too much, to be honest with you. Undertaker came back as Undertaker against Kane, and then he works the Dudleys at Great American Bash. I don't remember this.
Interesting.
It's probably not very good.
I feel like you're ducking this question, to be honest. But
No, genuinely.
damn, they've already met the target for Sabu's fundraiser.
Fuck.
Oh, shit.
Oh wow.
That's good.
It was 10K anonymous donation. Awesome.
Road Dogg booking Julia is going to be really funny.
Right, I try not to look at the names on these because saying about it makes me feel uncomfortable. But I saw Brian Myers, so I was going to say that, and then I saw Joel Gertner, $200. Good for you, Joel Gertner. You're doing your thing, brother. That's awesome. Shout out to Contrarian Alex, man. Still doing his thing out there. Been on TV for a long time. He's living the life. That's awesome. Good stuff, man. Wrestling has a lot of sad, unfortunate elements, but the way it all everyone bands together at times is cool.
Yeah.
Our guy number one Gunkel says recently the immortal Hulk Hogan discussed someone called Benjamin Shelton. What might Late Night Grin's notorious Benjamin Shelton fan call Hulk Hogan? This is a great question. I'd love to know.
Yeah, I would actually call him the immoral Hulk Hogan.
You would?
Yeah.
Have you ever done that one on like a party?
No, I mean, I don't usually talk about Hulk Hogan at parties.
You don't. You talk about Toko, don't like Dave.
Yeah.
Did you see the recent picture of Hulk Hogan that Brainbuster posted? By
Yeah,
chance?
he doesn't look great.
The one where he's got like all the NWO style, like Hollywood beard back.
Yeah.
His shoulders fried as fuck. Terrifying image.
Supposedly he's trying to buy Hooters.
I just,
That was crazy.
I don't know, man. Like, look,
dude.
obviously he's like an actual piece of shit. So I'm sorry for humanizing. Oh Jesus, sorry for humanizing him. But there's a part of me that just thinks like, can't you just like go home at some point? You know?
Like, just die.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's the more direct route. But even I don't even mean Hulk. I just mean like broadly.
Yeah.
Do you not just want like just let people, you know, just let people move on, man? You know. Like, why is he on the MMA hour? You know what I'm saying? Like, why is he on? I just don't understand it. I do not understand it. Now, I'll give him credit. Kurt Angle has basically done that, and he's basically don't really do anything anymore, does he, Kurt?
Nope.
I mean,
Really don't think anything. Maybe podcasts from time to time, or like.
I think he's done. Bobby,
He doesn't do his. He comes up on them sometimes. I think he just does signings and just chills now.
That's what I'm saying. Good for him.
Kurt. Yeah.
The Hulk has to chase his mission to bring back freedom, grit, and good times.
Oh Jesus! Does he still? Does Kurt still have like a Legends deal with him?
I would imagine.
Is he on the game?
I think he does.
Oh, he does because they just made a wrestling machine figure
Oh yeah.
in all black.
Yeah, I think it was like a fairly recent Legends deal. Like I think he was unsigned for a year, 2 to 3 years, and then he signed.
Oh
on,
yeah,
like, 2022.
because he was out at 2K for a year, one of the past couple games.
Yeah,
I have to say, Tony sincerely trying to sign him to wrestle is legitimately one of the craziest things Tony's ever done. Like,
Psychotic.
I'm sure his intentions were good, but like, thank God Kurt said no because he was going to disintegrate in the ring the last time we saw him, dude.
Mm-hmm.
And I know he didn't want it to be his retirement, the Baron Corbin thing, but it would have been dangerous, like legitimately. I'm not a save the police guy, but Jesus. Thank you, number one Gunkel. Fahad says, guys, I'm afraid that Malachi's back. That's what I hear, dude. I hear he's looking good. I think it's very beast to like. I don't want to use the word con, but you know, liar. I think it's beast. So like, if this becomes wrestling folklore that Malachi just wasn't trying in the name of getting out of his deal, my respect for him has gone up by like 5 or 6 because I don't care what promotion you're doing it to. That's funny, you know.
Yeah.
So I'm happy for him. I'll say this: I'm not a big Malachi Black fan. I think it's always a shame when guys are like historically defined as what ifs, and it just sucks. And it would be nice if he could have a real run, because if we're being honest, since they picked Drew rather than him for the Rumble in 2020, he has just like been a what if, right? He's been like
Yeah.
he's just floated around. And that was over 5 years ago. So I would like for him to have a real run just for his own sake, for his fans. I think that'd be cool. So it looks like he has a chance here. So hopefully it works out.
Yeah.
I've not watched anything of his, but I have enjoyed Malachi. I just like his style. I like watching him work. So I need to maybe check some of it out if he's been looking good.
Well, I think he's got a good opponent in Mello, right? Because he works really hard. So
Yeah.
good engine guy for him to work with. Thank you for the super chat for Hod. And it's also a fresh matchup that's in kind of his wheelhouse. You know, it's a good match, man. I mean, I hear the Miz match went well. I didn't really understand that matchmaking, but this makes more sense. Bob, what is Kurt talking about right now?
Yeah, I don't know. I was about to look that up because he is SmackDown general manager at this point, but he doesn't need to be talking for this long.
He's ordering Tori Wilson to come out right now.
That's not
Oh, this
great.
will go great. Is that Luther Reigns?
Yes.
Wow. Oh my God, her Titantron is insane.
Oh my god.
Jesus.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Okay. Nope. I'm gonna watch hockey. Okay.
Oh my God, what is happening here, Bob? Bob, what are you
Come on,
making
come
us
on.
watch?
Oh, please.
Fuck.
Bob, completely make something happen.
Um,
Get on the headset.
Fix it, Bob. Please.
Tell
not-
Bruce and Gorilla to stop this.
Tori's got a match later. Maybe this will pertain to that, I guess.
She does?
Yep.
Who's she working, Bob?
Dawn Marie.
Oh, well.
Do you guys know that Ric Flair almost ran for the governor of North Carolina?
Yes.
He still might.
Well,
I didn't know that. I'm glad I didn't know that.
Yeah. Didn't
Russ-
Rhino run for a political?
You remember, governor or something. He used to be on Edge and Christian's podcast all the time because they love him, and he's a weird guy, but he seems
he is.
pretty harmless. Like,
Yeah. I mean, actively engaging in politics was like a way to stop being harmless, but I agree.
well, yeah,
Generally speaking, yes, I agree.
I saw someone on Twitter the other day say Saquon Barkley is definitely gearing up to run for something after he's done playing football. You know, the Herschel
Yeah.
Walker route.
You know, now that I think about it, Ric Flair probably would have been second in terms of like new NC State governors, like in a list, because it'd be our current guy, it'd be Rick, and then it'd be the Nazi at number 3.
number 3.
yeah.
For what? Best or worse?
He was running for governor, the Nazi guy. Or he's
Who are
running
you
for
talking
Congress
about?
or something like that.
Triple H?
We had an out and about Nazi running for our Congress, our congressional seat.
Oh.
Why are you? Wait.
It's a
What
real
is
thing.
the-
I'm dead
What
serious.
is the
It happened.
what is the list, Novi?
Yeah, is this the worst
Obviously,
governor?
what the fuck are you talking about? No, obviously it'd be the guy who's like currently in the seat right now. Then it'd be Rick, and then it'd be the Nazi at number 3.
You're
It'd be
making
the
you're
worst.
making no sense. What are you talking?
What do you mean? This is a basic
What do
list.
you mean?
What is the list?
What is
It's
the
of like people you'd want to be in the seat. Number 1 would be the current guy. Number
would
2 would
want them
somehow
in
be
the
Rick.
seat?
No, you
Who
dumb
would?
fuck. It'd be 3. The 3 would be the Nazi.
why can't you be ahead of the Nazi?
What are you talking? Why would I can't run for Congress?
Bryce Young could be ahead of the Nazi. Why does it have to be?
He's on a damn football team.
Why can't you be ahead of the Nazi? Kaden said, "Dream big, son. Shoot for the good collar and elbow." Hang on a second. I still don't know why we're talking about Nazis, Bob. Anything on this?
Either.
Because Bess was talking about the North Carolina government. So I was
I'm trying to
thinking.
pivot here, Bob.
Yeah.
Anything on North Carolina politics or Nazis?
No, back to the match. Dawn Marie was married to Tori Wilson's father for quite some time. Well, not quite some time, but some time. A couple of years before this. Didn't go great. They had a
Right,
match.
because this is after their like classic feud, right, Bob?
Yes, it is. Well after that, which was kind of surprising. It was on here.
Drop kick, brother.
Is Tori Wilson going to shoot on her?
God, I hope so. This is well, I mean, look, I always feel bad for these wrestlers that wasn't real wrestlers and just kind of got, asked to do real matches. And it's kind of unfortunate, but
Yeah.
oh Jesus, ref, shoulders weren't down. Get a grip.
Especially SmackDown, because like the women weren't competing for anything. Like Raw, they had the
No.
women's title at least, and they had Victoria and Lita and Trish.
Yeah.
And
Well, it's like, here's the thing. Some of the matches they would have them do, like the bra and panties and such, are terribly demeaning.
Yep.
But like, at least they're not tasked with doing fucking, lariats and shit to each other. You know what I'm saying?
That's true.
Here you're just sending them out there in an arena and being like, wrestle. It's just, they got way too comfortable doing that. I think, to be fair, like, they always attacked it. They're attacking it here, to be honest with you. I mean, she's up top now. She's a fucking crossbody.
Yeah.
I mean, they're gutsy, It's like they're just not really trained properly. I'm sure at this point, Fit had got like someone like Tori to a point where she could do stuff like that without dying, but it still looks like it hurts an awful lot, doesn't it?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, she just fucking slammed her face on the mat.
Yeah. Sure, it's fine. Thankfully, we know that this promotion had a great deal of care and interest in the health of these wrestlers,
Yeah. Clearly.
Yeah. So, we had something to do in the chat. I've forgotten, but Novi was yelling about Nazis. Todd says, look at Novi's face, dude. Deeply aggressive, troubled individual. Todd says, what does RVD's career look like if he won the strap in 2002? That's an interesting one, Bobby, because it would be, 2006 is when he finally gets there, and by that point, he's ready to go home.
Yeah.
The end is nigh.
Yeah, and if he has it for more of 2003, it saves some of the WCW guys that Triple H spent the entire year kind of killing off too. So,
yeah, it would probably have. As far as Rob's career, because his legacy feels secured, it's hard to gauge. I still think he would have inevitably he would get tired of doing the schedule and go home.
Yeah,
but he obviously would have been a bigger star. I think the more interesting element is, I think the WWF would have been hotter. Because he was cool, dude. People liked him.
People loved him.
The way they built Raw around Triple H, if it was Bob Van Dam as the fucking ace babyface, I think maybe it would have worked better. I don't know. Maybe so.
Joe, they announced the meet and greets that you get with the champion ticket for Worlds Collide. It's Rey Fenix, Vikingo, Psycho Clown, and Pagano.
Oh my God, Psycho Clown.
So we know Psycho Clown will be working Worlds Collide. Supposedly,
what a shit.
Supposedly they're like hot-shotting a Vikingo Alberto match for the championship right before Worlds Collide. So people are pretty positive Vikingo's getting that title.
So hold on. Who the fuck is Psycho Clown going to work, dude? Tony D'Angelo?
Obafemi. Phoenix is probably got Phoenix is working that too.
Listen, I don't watch NXT, so forgive me, but I don't think there's a single good match up there for Psycho Clown.
Of course,
not a single one.
I don't think that's a reflection of NXT. I think this.
Yeah, it's a once again everything about this is very confusing.
Yeah, I guess you could probably say I guess you got to ask one of the pros to figure it out. You got to go to Sean Spears and go, listen, I've got an assignment for you. Maybe Ego could do it.
Yeah, Ego could do it.
To be fair, Ego could actually probably do it. Yeah, because he's pretty nutty himself, isn't he?
Yeah.
Oh, they're doing I just don't understand this.
I wonder if they're going to try to do Phoenix and Vikingo for the AAA championship.
Bro, what is happening here?
I have no idea.
Was that the sport? Or
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I'm not gonna watch this.
Phoenix and Vikingo would be I'd try and protect Vikingo and put him in a triple threat or something.
Yes. Listen, WWE comes off like the promotion that don't know the physical state that he's in.
Yeah.
I don't think they know.
Yeah.
I think putting him in a dream match gift situation, dream gift match situation, and giving him 20 sounds like a good way to really expose him currently. So
I agree. I also think they're still going to do it.
I did too.
I would do Obafemi for Kingo and Ray Phoenix and Triple Threat. NXT rep, AAA rep, WWF rep.
Yeah.
That'd be my pitch. I'd pin Phoenix so that you can protect the champs.
Ray Phoenix
Throw
is in
him
an interesting spot on SmackDown.
He's just waiting for his brother, isn't he? I mean, that's the truth. He's just,
Yeah, but
there's not a great deal for him to do. Is there?
That was like the general vibe of that last match. That's the reason I put that up there, because Jesus fuck, Scotty 2 Hotty's here. Everything's about to get better.
Hell yeah.
Oh, that is just spectacular, bro.
Jesus.
That looks like my photo at Mania when Joe Hendry came out.
Someone make that into a fucking Discord emote, please.
I think I'm gonna try and do a Discord party tomorrow.
What time?
I don't know.
Okay.
Kaden, don't be aggressive for me, all right? I'm just joking, honey. Thank you for the super chat, Fahad. All right. Scotty 2 Hotty's here. Don't cancel him, Bob. Am I right?
You can't. That's why you tried.
You can't. Don't try. It's a waste of time. You can't cancel the man. Here we go, Bobby. Here's your moment. Lock in. The big man is back. Go for it.
Well, so The Undertaker is back as The Undertaker now after being American Badass for a few years, and he needs someone to go against. So you see this fella. He's kind of like the Antichrist, I believe. Or, well, Undertaker. Christ. I don't really know.
Is he just Christ?
I don't really know how you would describe Mordecai. They never really get to the match. It's kind of like when they were building Mr. Hughes up for Undertaker, and they never got to that for similar reasons, because they're both just not very good. I mean,
so I don't want to. I want to be very careful with this because I don't know the story. Is there not some lore about his relationship with Dave Lagana?
I think there might be. Now that you mention it.
I don't want to talk out of turn about what suggested because I may be getting stories mixed up, but I think there's some lore about that. I think.
Yeah.
So,
there's
I think
some.
Yeah.
Yeah. But I mean, again, this is one of the guys that they really tried on SmackDown to get to replace, Brock or Kurt Angle or Big Show, and just.
I don't want to be clear. I'm not trying to, knock Kevin. Kevin Furtig was his name, right? Kevin Thorne later on. I know there was stories of Lagana using his position of power to take advantage of the talent because that's what wrestling people do. I'm sure this will be a good match, right, Bob?
It'll be short.
It's good.
He also couldn't stop getting in bar fights, so
yeah, which is based.
Yeah, and actually, as Kevin Thorne, he's not bad. He's fine.
You have to realize he looked like this and was walking in bars, bro. He can't turn the gimmick off. That's what he has to walk around like. It's just yeah. In that Bob Holly shoot interview, he goes, "I don't know why people say Kevin sucks. Good work." Because I guess they have a paint match that gets a 1-on cage match.
Oh yeah.
Bob didn't know it was bad.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll say this, dude. If you're gonna have a squash match, Scotty 2 Hotty is a pretty good guy to get you through it, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
Especially because you can't cancel him.
I like Scotty's gear. It's pretty cool.
Yeah, he's a good wrestler, dude. Very good wrestler. Look at that. That's pretty cool.
Sure.
Pretty cool maneuver there. Do you agree, guys?
Novi, are you okay?
Yeah, I've never seen that before, actually. That's pretty cool.
I'm just watching wrestling, man.
He keeps breaking, though. He can't hold it. It's not good enough working, bro.
Yeah.
He broke a picture of his own face a minute ago.
Because you fucking pulled a picture of my own face on screen. I was just sitting here.
I was just curious.
We just look, man.
Just watching.
We care about North Carolina, That's all.
Yeah.
Do
There's
we?
no need, really.
Yeah, this is a good point, Imagine explaining cage match to Bob Holly.
Oh
Joe,
my
did I ever tell
god.
you I tried to get through that Bob Holly shoot that you told me about? The
Oh
shoot?
yeah, he told me that.
Didn't go well.
Is
when
it
I was
because of
watching it.
the people sending the questions?
Oh my god, they're the most
Awful,
annoying
man.
motherfuckers I've ever listened to. Good god.
There's ones that they're way worse, and like they do this. Look, man, I'm sure Bob Holly wasn't a swell guy, but like I didn't work with him, and he didn't commit any crime, so I'm not going to record a video of me calling him a bully. Like I don't fucking work with him, dude. Like I don't know.
Yeah.
These dudes are sitting there with just like they're cutting promos on him. They don't know him. What are they doing?
There
It's
was
just-
one.
I don't know. Yeah.
Some guy like came up with this gimmick. He was like the mask guy, and he
Yeah.
apparently called in a lot. I said, "That's enough. I can't do this anymore."
Yeah.
I mean, look.
The questions were so bad too. They just weren't even like interesting. Like, there's just how can you tell a
course.
story off these things? I want to hear
Look.
stories.
If you're a betting man, you could put your money down quite confident that Bob Holly was a bully. All right. But at the same, like I wasn't, there are worse people in wrestling to be sending these questions to, man. I don't know. What do you want me to do about it?
Mhm.
It's up to Renee Dupree to handle it, bro. I don't fucking know. I wasn't an agent in the WWF.
Guys, I must say I'm very happy. For the first
Same.
time in 6 months, my favorite YouTuber uploaded, and it's an hour-long video. We are so fucking
Jenny Nicholson?
back.
Who would that be?
It's Nakey Jakey.
Oh, shit, bro.
It's
That-
about
what does he do
video
videos about?
It's just like video essays about video games and other
Oh,
niche subjects.
You were just talking about this, weren't you?
Yeah,
Was it- yeah.
he's godly. I like actively look forward to it every time he uploads.
that's cool. We don't have that because we don't take days off
True.
because we don't run from the grind, right, Bob? Tell him about it.
That's right. We don't run from the grind, Joe.
Yeah. Bob says in his first show of the quarter. Yeah, that's true, bro. We don't run from the grind. Bob in his Undertaker in 2010 era over there. Well, you earned it, though, bro. You earned it.
Thanks, pal.
This is true. I mean, I wasn't really the voice for that. That is a good angle I'm doing over there. Have you heard the new one, Bob? So,
Oh, that's it. That was a great angle. I came up with a good idea for it.
Yeah.
Chat was pitching in. We're having a blast.
have you heard the new one, though?
Oh, I have.
Yeah, he's going after masked wrestlers. He thinks they're
You're
cowards.
playing with fire, though. You're playing with fire with that one. Very scared to
Yeah.
get involved with CMLL.
Yeah, I don't think Matt should start bringing it because at that point it's just racism. I don't think we should go that.
Yeah.
The reason it's important he wrestles Dragon is Bryan Danielson is a white American man. We could
Mhm.
just,
And he's been losing a lot. So
once we start flying fellas in from CMLL to do jobs for Bob Holly while he calls them cowards, I think we're playing with fire there. I agree with you. So we'll figure it out. But the payoff is going to be Ray Jr. kicking the shit out of him, which I think is pretty sick. So
it's a good payoff. WCW
Yes.
lives. Watch that every Tuesday.
yes, Grin circled here and has a very loyal audience. That program, people really like it. So
It's a good show.
$5.99, folks, get you access to that. Gets you access to Grindication. Gets you access to AEW pay-per-view Grinalongs, WWE pay-per-view Grinalongs. Chavo Jr.'s on the screen. What else do you get? And like retro pay-per-views like this, we do. Retro
Yep.
TVs. Holbert House show.
There's a lot of shit you get over there.
Favorite Friday. Dude, today's show, Favorite Friday, was crazy, man. I reviewed World of Sport, Jimmy Rave in 2015, All Japan Women. Like, it was a crazy show. We were all over the place. So,
Lineup was pretty psychotic.
yeah, it was cool.
That's the
Oh,
quirkiness of
what's-
that show, though.
What's happening here, Bob?
They're going to be wrestling later for the Cruiserweight Championship.
Oh,
This is the second pay-per-view we've watched where something like this has happened.
yeah. Chavo's hair is. I mean, I just can't believe these transplants have changed people's lives, bro. I really have.
Yeah.
I agree. I agree about this. I agree.
Do it. Let's do it. Fuck it, dude.
It'll be
I'm
fun.
down. Yeah.
I agree.
We'll figure it out.
And that'd be great, actually. Joe
Yes.
Wilson, JC Mateo. Is that Jeff Cobb's new name?
Seems
Is it?
that way, yes.
Oh,
JC Mateo.
Solo called him, and this is JC. They didn't say Mateo, but it's JC.
I mean, I think the name Jeff Cobb sucks so ever. How do you say it? Is it Mateo or Mateo?
It's Mateo.
Mateo.
Mateo. Huh.
Honestly, TEW, you run the program. I think like the actual on-screen program, we could get that rolling because I just can't understand that program.
Yeah,
I just want Jeff to show boobs, bro.
true.
Yeah.
Probably don't like. He's a built-out guy. Probably looks pretty good. You know,
He's a tank, dude.
He's huge.
Have him wearing t-shirts like he's an extra in The Big Lebowski. It's fucking wrong, man.
Mm-hmm.
This
right.
is from Plethora on Twitter.
Yeah.
He just got back, so he's only just now hearing the part where we talked about Taker and Booker. Apparently, Booker went to the Voodoo Doctor for the power to defeat the Undertaker.
Oh my God, that's right.
There you go.
That's the lore there, I guess.
Have to see if it works out for him.
I guess so. Wow. That sounds great. It really does. What is happening here?
What are they doing? What
Mateo
are they
is
doing?
Spanish, by the way. Mac is correct. Mateo is Spanish for Matthew.
Yeah, but maybe that's his new gimmick. Oh dear, what a life!
So
All
what
right,
is
folks.
the team in the ring here? Is it Charlie Haas?
It's
Yes,
Charlie
it
Haas
is
and
Charlie Haas.
well, can you explain why they're world tag team champions, please?
I mean, the tag division's not in a great place in 2004, like the rest of SmackDown. Actually, Rico is actually pretty good. They just always gave him a gimmick that felt very problematic.
Yeah, really?
Hold up, hold up,
Yeah. Also,
boys, hold the phone, boys.
there's a hell of a team here.
My fucking god!
A hell of a team.
Holy shit.
Is this that bully guy?
Bob nearly fell
Yeah.
down on the gimmick.
Yeah, something
He's
like
also
that.
got Lakers colors on his shorts there.
Yeah.
Oh shit! Oh, this is gonna be fucking awesome, bro. I don't know what the hell you guys are talking about.
Yeah, it feels like a 2-on cage match.
Oh yeah. Oh, I'm locking in. I'm looking all the way in, bro. All the way in.
I'm down.
2013.
Oh, that'd
What'd
be
you do?
that'd be a good bag for us.
Ring of Honor or something on New Japan.
Could do Ring of Honor.
Just from me, it's like WWE sounds fun, and then you're doing like 4 shows a week or whatever, you know.
No, we're not doing it.
Yeah.
We could do Ring of Honor, and then we'll just try to rebuild it. We'll build it up to be the second major promotion.
We should do TNA.
2013. You still got AJ. Still got Joe. 2013 TNA is actually a good time to do it because Hogan leaves that
Rude.
year. Yeah. Aries.
James Storm.
I
James
think we can make
Storm.
something happen. We're gonna raid ROH.
You're still on Spike too.
Mm-hmm.
Do we have funding?
I mean, not really, but if you're going to do it, you should do like a bit, right? No, you know what you should actually do? Here's perfect. This is your in. That was around the time that Bischoff wanted them to sell to Viacom and Dixie wouldn't sell. So you just do the gimmick of the networks bought TNA. So you got new funds. It renews your Spike deal that they lost eventually. You know, so you could treat it as like an actual restart, and you can not have to play under the guys that you're playing under Dixie Carter. You know,
Oh, that'd be good.
because let's be honest, they were never going to win under Dixie Carter. That was never going to happen.
Let's do it. I'm down. No
I
problem
just
with
have
that at all.
to buy it.
The lock up.
You've been
Look at
wanting to
the
buy
lock
it
up.
for a minute too, so
Yeah,
yeah.
we'll see.
Shit. Fuck.
I might actually be able to do it this weekend. We'll figure it out though.
I'm currently at 3 stars. So
Good eyeball
the-
Monday, Brainbuster.
oh,
Good eyeball Monday.
Hmm.
oh.
We'll figure it out. Yeah, we'll get together on Sunday night. See what happens.
Yeah.
Depends
Back
if I
pocket
get money from the card show.
I'll call you
Back
on the way
pocket
home
is
from
just-
DPW.
we may be we may be just tinkering a little bit with gold, you know. So we're just back pocket this for a minute.
Mhm.
Oh, Bob said, "Fucking hell, man! Look at him." I mean, I don't know what you're thinking, Bob. I'm at 3 3/4 right now.
Yeah, it's going well so far.
Good stuff. Good stuff. Luke Cal showing up, fake fan.
Oh,
Suddenly-
Jesus.
Now SmackDown's cool, huh? Not when Solo was steering the ship. Stay on that side, bro. Oh, great tackle. Give me a drop. Oh, yeah, go on. Let's have a leapfrog now. I'll have an arm drag instead. Thank you very much.
Does
You got
Joe
any
get
butter?
desync?
Huh?
Yeah, I
It's-
think he's
it's
ahead of us
Netflix,
now.
bro. It's Netflix.
Yeah.
Fucking Netflix.
We
Right,
grabbed
tell
the
me
whole-
when Rico tags in, bro.
Now for me.
Oh shit! What happened?
I paused. I paused. Okay.
Tag.
Yep.
Okay. We're all generally in the
You're
same
close
spot.
enough.
How did that happen?
We'll
I
sync back
okay.
up
So
and-
before Joe said the tag, I skipped forward and paused, which is right when he tagged. So
yeah.
we were
Gotcha.
all desynced.
We're back.
Why
No
is
worries.
Cal's threatening me? I just did a silly joke.
What the hell is
Cal's
that
threatening
about,
me.
dude?
Cal just said he's gonna kill my family, bro. What the fuck's happening in the chat?
Kale's a good tweeter, like a good poster, but he's an angry guy.
Yeah, very, very.
I just made a joke about Solo Security. And he was like, "How about your whole family dies, man? How about that? Keep talking to me." The fuck? And he said, "I am." He confirmed it. I am.
that I am.
Nah, don't
You did
backtrack
your-
now.
Yeah, look
Pussy.
at him.
Sorry.
Okay, now I'm understanding the extensive homophobia is the
Yeah.
reason this is a low rating.
Oh yeah, what the fuck is happening?
I guess it's more sort of like, I don't know how you describe really what they're going for here. Because like, is Rico a heel or a babyface?
I don't know.
That was for Bob.
I think he's him and
Come here, Bob.
yeah, him and Jackie and Charlie are the baby faces, but it's mostly him and Jackie, and Charlie's kind of just there.
It's like a gay panic match, bro. God, this is terrible. Jeez.
Yeah.
So that the pink on his whatever you call it, his shirt deal, is that fucking Puerto Rico?
Fucking Puerto Rico is incredible.
It looks
was.
like it. I could be wrong.
It was.
Yeah, this fucking.
Cal, why did you actually just tune in? I'm just fucking around. I'm intrigued.
Oh, that's definitely Puerto Rico.
That's my
Yeah.
geographic knowledge coming in.
MA just confirmed that Kaden killed his family last week.
Jesus.
I heard that.
No comment.
I heard that. Just yelling the whole time, the Continental Classic.
Oof.
Well, Holly's punch. Sorry, Billy Gunn's punch is still good at least.
Mhm.
Oh, Jesus! Woo. Kings Road.
Solo is
Solo.
officially in Money in the Bank.
Oh, fucking hell. Oh, my God, dude.
He could win it.
Is he the only one that's in there? Is that is confirmed?
It was a
or-
qualifier. So, yeah. In terms of, I think he's the only person confirmed so far.
Mhm.
You could tell Phoenix. You could tell Solo won because our house jumped considerably. God, Bob's shit is fucking nasty in it. You know, very nasty.
He rules, man.
I clubbed him in the back there, man. Jesus. For those of you filing in, Bob has got some terrific advice for you as to a way you can show some support for the program. Bob?
Yeah, you go ahead and smash that like button. Be the first time for a lot of you if you're
What the hell is that?
just tuning in. If you already did it, that'll be your second time, so you can do it, but you're gonna have to do it at least one more time. So remember that.
Yeah. Good stuff.
Yeah,
Kaden's
Kaden?
clubbing blow. What's going on there?
I don't know.
The Maple Leafs scored.
Yeah.
Fuck!
MPJ UK is right too, but Rico was he was not one of Cornette's favorites in WWE. And they've always going to be a really big deal. He was older, as he
Yeah.
mentions, but they were really high on him, and like obviously the gimmick was the gimmick, and the way he was used alongside
Yeah.
it. But
Because like when he came up and he was with Billy and Chuck, like that was also very problematic. But like it wasn't his part in it. At least wasn't this. Shouldn't be on television in 2005.
yeah, I don't know.
June 1st.
Oh, June 1st. 6-1, brother.
Graps cast.
So Bob was a heel, I think.
Yes.
He just told me to fuck off.
Yeah.
I'm on your side, bro. What are you telling me to fuck off for?
Is that what that
Jesus.
means? Is that you know?
It is.
That means fuck off.
I don't know if it means it like directly, but that's the way I
Yeah.
perceived. The way he did it was really horrible. He was really like aggressive, you know.
Mhm.
I generally just thought it was like fuck you.
Kinda like
kind of thing.
Yeah, up yours, you know.
Yeah.
Look at Charlie Haas. There you go.
Good wrestler. Great timing. They're on the boat.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Gonna pause and go. Come a little bit ahead. There will be much Grapscast even action ahead. Much. And I can announce officially that I am booked for 6-1-25 Grapscast.
Ooh.
Timestamp for
All-star
Pedro in the chat.
lineup. That would be 57 minutes and 43 seconds. 44.
There's a guy in front row with a fucking
46.
signed Sabu sign.
47.
They should.
Fucking A. He would have helped this a lot, this SmackDown telecast.
Yeah.
He's going to kick him in the cock. Oh! Keep it up, man. Mind the belt. Who is that? Jackie Gator.
Yes. She was married to Charlie Haas for a little bit. She was the winner of one of the first Tough Enoughs, I believe.
Yeah. I remember that, yeah. Didn't she win the same one as where they had two women win?
Yeah, it's her and Shaniqua, who they put
Yeah.
with the passions.
Because of woke?
Yes.
Exactly. But when, yes. Confirmed. Can you imagine WWF did like Tough Enough tomorrow? They had two women win and it was not supposed to be that way. You imagine some of the posts. Oh, fuck. Oh, my Jesus. Bob Holly has just died on
A
Judgment Day.
legitimate like whiplash bump on that fucking.
That rolled.
This match is bizarre because it has like bursts of awesomeness and then it
Jeez,
dies
look at
again.
the replay.
He kind of just took it as one bump, didn't he?
Yeah, dude. That was wild.
Oh my God.
Incredible environment.
I
Yeah,
think
the crowd loves
also,
it.
yes, what I was about to say. It's probably contributes to the two there. The crowd does not give a fuck about what they're seeing.
I can't imagine why, huh? Like
Yeah. Because of woke.
extended heat on Charlie Haas. The people are not rocking, sadly. Oh my God, Billy just said, fuck your hot tag, bro. Let's trade bombs. Oh, he's kind of doing it now. Go on.
Ooh.
That's more like it, Billy. Show some ass here, man.
He-
Good
he's-
bump.
He's not bad.
Dude, look at Billy bump and feed. Fuck. What an athlete, man.
Yeah.
He's bumping and feeding like it's like a 150 pounder. Amazing. Wow.
Some people don't really remember,
Oh,
I would say.
He was a great athlete, dude. Bob, there's some stories about him being like, he was rapid too. Wasn't he a really quick runner?
Yeah, he
Yeah.
was, and he had asthma as well, which kind of limited the single stuff. That's why he was usually better as a tag team. But yeah, he and again, it's just because everyone was so big back then, you don't really realize how gigantic he is. It showed a lot in AEW, but like,
Yeah.
Alabama.
It's got to be it, right? Yeah. I mean, I didn't think it was like, it's like morally bad, but as a wrestling match, I didn't think it was bad, you know?
yeah,
It's
I mean, if you're
3.5
looking for,
more. Like
you know, if you're,
on the cage match scale, not
yeah, on the
stars.
cage match, yeah.
Not stars.
I mean, in terms of like the way they handle things like a gay wrestler, then I mean, you can't have, your bar should be very low with the WWF, you know? I mean, this is,
Something's popping me. I know like signs were huge. There's a sign for every wrestler on this show.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's yeah.
They
Sign
find them every
culture
time.
is different.
Do we like the design of those tag belts?
I like them.
I like him.
You don't like them, Novi?
They're okay.
Oh,
Come on. That wasn't necessary.
IB
it's
just
smart.
put out a generational tweet. He said,
Yeah.
"When you see Solo Sikoa, you see Samoa Joe."
Come on, man.
Wait, who said that?
IB's.
Come on. Come on.
There's
Vera!
I was watching that Bill Watts shoot interview today, and there's like this is topical for what we're watching.
Yeah.
There's like multiple spots where he sounds exactly like Mark Calloway, and it's fucking
Yeah.
terrifying. It's weird as fuck.
My
Yeah.
good friend.
I didn't know if you were going to bring
Look
up.
at Taz's glasses.
I didn't want to bring it up that you watched that, so I just wait until you do it.
Oh, bro, who cares?
Well, I just, I didn't know if you wanted to just like on a free show go. So I was watching the Feinstein shoot with Bill Watts earlier, and let me tell you, I got some takes.
Bro.
No, look, bro. I'm completely with you. We're watching a fucking WWF paper.
Yeah, I was gonna say. I just watched two wrestlers not want to be in a ring because one of them was gay.
Look at Chavo.
Yeah, sure, it's fine. Would love to report Jeff Cole's wrestling in a casual fit. Wait, he's wrestling like that?
Oh my god.
So he doesn't even have boobs out for wrestling? What is this? Now, hold on. Is he squashing a guy? Because that sounds fucking awesome. Be squashing a guy.
I'm turning it on.
Is he dumping a guy on his head? Is he taking liberties of a local enhancement talent? These are the questions I have.
The Knicks are going to win this game. Let's go see what's going on SmackDown.
Chavo Jr.
30.
Oh my god, she wrestled Chavo Classic.
She did.
Oh my god. Oh, he's wrestling LA Knight. That's not fun. Local enhancement grappler.
Oh my god, it is.
Bro, he's wrestling
for wrestling boots.
in like dress shoes.
Yeah, those are
Corporate
dress shoes.
Kane.
Yes.
Corp Kane, bro.
What is Joe popping you, Chad? Corporate Kane?
Fucking Doxy tweeted. Jeff Cobb looks like they shoved him fully clothed into a pool. I'm gonna piss. Oh fuck!
Bro, he looks awful.
He
What the fuck are you
really
doing?
does look like that. Holy shit.
He's wrestling in a fucking V-neck.
Look at the way shirt wraps around his belly. That's
Yeah,
a
like
way
it's like
to
the
put it, bro.
shirt is so tight.
Why are they doing that to him? He has awesome singlets. He looks really cool in a singlet.
It's like
What is
fucking-
happening?
Mr. Hughes.
Why are they doing this to this poor guy, bro? What the fuck? Like, he looks really cool in a singlet. He has like a mini. Well, mini would be the wrong word. He has like a lesser Taz vibe. That was always what he was going for, wasn't it? You know. Oh, sorry, guys. I read it and it just popped me. It was the word "shove" that actually made me laugh because I had this visual of Jeff just being like Yeah.
Panicking.
Okay, guys in the chat, it's fake, man. It was impromptu. It's pretend. They could have not done it impromptu, so you could have a singlet. You know what I'm saying here, guys? Come on,
That, but also like he could have
it's
just.
fake. It's not real. He doesn't really like, oh fuck, I
You know how
got
many
gear.
wrestlers come out in gear that don't wrestle matches?
You just have gear, yeah. Or wear shorts or something. Come on, guys, work with me here. Come on, bump and feed. It's fake. Kaden, tell him it's fake. Tell him about the rock
It's
tweak.
fake. It's a work. The business is a work.
Whole business.
Always
Entire
has.
business. Always has been. That's important, Kaden. Good point.
Yeah.
Oh god, his hands tied.
You're missing one key factor that too. I mean, it always will be.
It always
so.
will. Yeah. There's not a chance that it's not a work.
Why would you have him grapple like that? It's very strange. Chavo's got one arm tied behind his back.
He does.
He's doing a backbreaker.
Oh.
Show's really misogynistic, man.
Fuck.
This looks really difficult, man. One
Yeah.
arm backbreaker. Tough. Yeah, Cal's probably right. He doesn't have gear with his name on it. Probably legitimately what it is, which is fucking hilarious. Just some poor seamstress at SmackDown just panicking.
Does he have a new name?
Yes, JC Mateo.
Oh, I was wondering what that was. I didn't know why you were talking about that.
Yeah. And then we were talking about swimming pools.
We've recently watched a Chavo match from this era. His traps. Good God.
Yeah, bro. He was jacked.
Every time I see him around this time, just
These sorry, I'm I can't be professional. I apologize. 5-star D12 said I think this is actually just his Fred gear. I don't think that's true, but it's so funny that I'm just rocking with it, bro. It's so awesome. Imagine him having a Mattel Elite and he's just gone. Like, imagine if he's his action figure and he's just standing there in his shirt with trousers. oh.
This is the hardest I've seen Joe laugh in a very long time.
It's just so funny because he's the one guy in the bloodline that's like, you know, not the real bloodline, like the faction. He's like an actual shooter. Like, he would beat all those guys up in a fight, but he's the one guy who you need to dress up a little bit, and they just have him dressed like a dude. You know, it's just incredible. But you know, you could send Jacob out there dressed in whatever, and he's going to look terrifying. Oh, Chavo, he broke his leg. Chavo Senior, that is. Chavo Senior hit his leg on the ring skirt.
That was a crazy spot there.
Oh, I'm sorry, guys. The chat's popping me, and I was in the middle of laughing, and Cal commented, "Man, he's really tiny." I'm sorry. I apologize. I like Jeff Cobb. I'm not trying to be a prick. It's just funny to me. He's like such a force physically, you know. Oh, the way he kicked out of that. Did you guys? We synced up. We desynced.
His shirt is off. He's got something else on now.
There we go. Come on, boys.
It's a tank.
Let's fucking go. We're back. We're back, boys. Right, what just happened for you on this show?
Chavo's gonna get back in the ring. Yeah,
he's in
back
the ring now.
Okay, cool. Oh, caught my breath, thankfully. Good stuff. Good stuff, team. All right, Bob, how's this match going, mate?
I mean, it's not great. The show's gotten a little unfortunate after the first match. Hopefully we can rally soon. I know The Undertaker and Booker T are coming up. Those are two WWE Hall of Famers.
Yes.
So, you know.
Better yet, Bob, two LFG stars.
Also true.
Oh, look at this dastardly Chavo Guerrero. Nasty.
Tricks.
Nasty business. Okay. All right. I'm getting control of myself here. Buster, how you feeling, mate?
Just hanging out, brother. I need this match to end.
Yeah. Pretty tough, isn't it? Yeah. That's true, Dominant said this show's got an unfortunate after the first match. That could be about SmackDown or Judgment Day. I haven't seen Sam, but Alex was on first, bro. You only go down from there, right?
Sure.
So, would you have left, Bob? You were there in North Carolina tonight. I've seen it. I've seen the show.
Yeah, absolutely. That's all I need to see.
See, I would never do this because I have shame. But imagine the video, like a TikTok video of me leaving SmackDown at like 8:25. But as I leave, I'm like waving, I'm signaling I'm leaving. You know when you're like a function and you're leaving a bit early, and you give them the old, I'll see you, I'll catch you on the next one. You one of them. But I'm doing that at like 30 minutes into SmackDown while Chelsea Green sells in the ring or whatever.
True.
Okay, Joe Tess. Next time, bro, I'll get you. God, on a promo too.
Jesus.
Oh dear. All right. We have the last real world champion versus podcast next. Wait, what?
I don't understand.
Bob seems very amused by this. What's happening?
You guys will get it in a minute.
All right. Okay.
I think. Well, I'm starting to get an idea. I'll wait and see if I'm correct.
Okay.
Probably not.
Stevie Richards. Interesting. Bob, do you have any irreverent, sort of ridiculous opinions on life you'd like to share in the role of Manny the Hooper here tonight?
No, I do miss that. I wish he was here to give us some wisdom.
Kaden is being very aggressive.
He is. It's distracting.
He's doing my
It-
bit, bro.
Listen,
Chill
I
out.
can't even. Again, I said, was it before the show that he mentioned that his hockey team was going to destroy his mood?
Yeah.
Well,
Jesus.
Okay.
oh my god!
What is? What? Just,
Dude,
I don't
the
understand
match
this.
is over. He retained.
It's over, bro.
Uh,
It was kind of rude what Chavo Classic did there, though.
yeah,
that's
he
uncalled for.
kicked the shit out of her.
Yeah, and now he's like wiping his boot off.
Good bit. Well,
Oh my god, Chavo's
That
offering
was
our fan.
Look at Kaden. He's gone off screen.
Yeah, that's good. That's professional, because he was distracting Bob, and that's unforgivable.
sure.
It's unforgivable.
It's an interesting question from KL. Has he addressed it?
The Pope dying.
Yeah.
Didn't he have like an opinion about? He was shocked about how they decide a new pope.
Yeah, I think
He did a tweet about it.
Okay.
Did a tweet about
Yeah.
it.
Interesting.
Holy shock! That's a good way to decide stuff. I brought this up at some point.
How do they do it?
If there's a new pope that's been chosen, it's white smoke. If it's
Well,
not,
no, like,
black smoke.
how do they choose? I guess is the question.
I think just an election. Pretty much.
Really?
I think they all vote.
Oh,
yeah,
the
they
last real world champion, John Cena,
Oh,
podcast. Thank you.
versus-
What was you going to say? Sorry, Bob. What was you saying?
well, I was gonna explain the conclave, but I don't. It's
Go for it, bro.
in
it's
the
like
main role.
130 cardinals or whatever come, and I think it's 2/3 of them decide, and if they agree, then yeah, it's the white smoke, and then if not,
Right.
it's the black smoke.
You get it. Okay.
But the white
didn't
smoke's
see
a
the
good, it's a
film.
good gimmick. You know, it had some drama. Oh, black
Yeah.
smoke today. Come back.
Did
I
We
like
should
it.
do that when Joe dies.
yeah?
Who leads LNG?
I think that will be a good.
Channel.
Like, I do think you got to do a good show that night, fellas. You can't just do like TNA Turning Point Grinalong or anything. You know,
Yeah.
you got to.
Mhm.
Yeah, Alex had some good ideas for it. And we're in Chicago because we were figuring out what the Raw is Holbert lineup would be, and he said we could probably pull off something. It sounded pretty good. It's quite enticing, to be honest with you. I sort of thought that'd probably be a good show for the Grinners. You know, I put the Grinners first. You know,
Right.
I mean, it'd be unfortunate I'd have to die to bring it to action,
Yeah.
but
That'd be rough.
it'd be pretty sick to get like Bliss Cross reunited on Late Night Grin or whatever. You know, give and take in this life.
Yeah.
I didn't see Conclave. Kiwi says it's a good movie.
I didn't see it either.
I saw Warfare today. Wow.
Explain.
Wow. The film Warfare. I didn't see like Warfare.
Well, I was.
The major motion picture.
Is that like a new thing?
Yeah, brand new, like last couple months. Dude,
Warfare.
wow. That was an experience, man.
I don't think I've ever heard of it.
Hold on. I've never heard of this either.
It's an A24 picture. It's the gentleman who made Civil War and I can't think of his name,
Alex
actually.
Garland.
Yeah, thank you.
Oh, this. Yeah, no, I've seen it. Okay. Well, I haven't seen it, but I've seen
It's like
An hour 30.
it's set in real time though.
Yeah.
So like it's an hour and 30, and that's what's happening in the film.
Oh, wow.
Colt just said it. It is a little bit too real, and like you have to be prepared to be very uncomfortable watching it. But I thought it was like terrific, and I'm not a big fan of the genre. So
Yeah, I was gonna say I feel like I see any kind of like military movie and I immediately are just like, oh,
right,
propaganda. Okay.
yeah. Trust me, it was not that. Trust me.
yeah. I'm glad
You
to hear
just
that.
leave it
I
with
am
more of
actually
a-
interested in watching
Yeah.
that though.
You kind of leave it with much more of a like sort of. It's a very realistic, grounded
Mhm.
presentation. It's pretty striking.
Damn.
It's very scary, to be honest with you.
It's not my
Um,
local theater. That sucks. It's at one of the
Give
bigger
him a call,
AMCs.
bro. Give him
Yeah,
a
I
fucking
will.
call. Figure
Get
this
Lilo
out,
and
man.
Stitch out of here this Friday. Fuck that.
Yeah, for real. Wait, is it Lilo? Isn't it Lilo?
Lilo.
It's Lilo.
It's Lilo.
No way.
It's
Yeah,
Lilo.
it's Lilo.
For real?
Yeah.
The Novi.
It's
Yeah.
been this way forever.
Yeah, this is what it's always been since 2003. Yeah.
Have you been calling it Lilo? Calling
Bro, imagine how many people thought I was fucking stupid.
Hey, Novi.
What's up?
Check the damn private chat, brother. Lock in. Amazing.
Let's fucking go.
It was Lilo, bro.
This is Lilo.
And Stitch.
Yeah.
I thought it was
Don't forget.
Stitch.
I'm googling it.
I'm seeing Mission Impossible next week, and I'm quite excited.
That movie looks fucking bonkers.
Yeah,
does.
apparently it's
Right.
like incredible. It's like 3 hours, and apparently the entire first
Oh.
movie is
3
just
hours?
talking, and I am locked the fuck in.
3
Yeah.
hours.
I have like a mental block on movies that are over fucking
Dude,
2.5
I
hours.
love
I can't do
I
it.
love a nice 3-hour movie, unfortunately. And it's I love Mission Impossible. Apparently, it's like very self-indulgent. In like the
As
worst
it should
way.
be.
Yeah, it's like
As-
the worst
Yeah.
grade to Tom Cruise and Christopher McQuarrie, and I'm like, okay, I'm locked in, and I will be giving it 5 stars.
That's fair.
Oh, I'm not watching this. Hurry Up Tomorrow. Okay, I'm thinking might go to the theaters.
Oh, I've heard Hurry
on
Up Tomorrow is
Tuesday.
fucking terrible.
Yeah, because the Weeknd's acting in it.
Yeah, he's bad.
Very good.
Yeesh.
Is
Maybe
it bad,
Final
that film?
Destination.
It has like a 14% in Rotten Tomatoes. Joe.
Oh.
I've heard Final Destination's good.
Listen,
Isn't
that
Barry
movie-
Keoghan in that picture?
Yes, it's Barry Keoghan, Jenna Ortega, and The Weeknd.
Oh, wow.
I
Final
like
Destination
some of
doesn't need to be good as long as it's like fucking ridiculous.
Oh,
then
yeah.
It
Good.
will be.
Yeah. It was like people said it was bonkers, ridiculous, very fun, and also a good movie. So
Why did Barry Keoghan do this picture?
I don't know. Jenna Ortega needs to fire her agent.
Well, yeah, she just, I mean, oh, bless her. She just makes shit for a living, doesn't she, at this point? I mean, good God.
Yeah,
almighty.
she hasn't had a good
talented,
movie in a
but-
while.
I like her, yeah. I like her, but I mean, it seems like the people involved were convinced that Death of a Unicorn film was going to be good, but it wasn't very good, unfortunately. I'm sorry to announce.
I didn't see it.
Paul Rudd was very bad in that film. Shockingly bad. Surprised me. I was disappointed. I told the fellow at the cinema, I said, you ought to fucking have a word.
What's Paul Rudd's number right now?
Yeah, because they all make, I don't know if you guys know this, but they make the films, right?
Mm-hmm. And they
So
know
when I
all
walk
the
out,
actors.
I tell them like what they should tell the actors and stuff.
Mhm.
I do the same at wrestling shows.
Yeah, it's the right way to do it.
I just stand around at ringside so I can tell like the Rev Pro promoter that the guys need to do less chops and forearms. All right, here we go, folks. John Cena, Rene Dupree.
Jesus. Fuck.
Oh, I'm not that mad about it. Jesus, I think it'll be pretty good. Bob, can you
They can-
do your best to give some context on where Rene Dupree's at here? He's like a kid, right? He's like a teenager.
Yeah, he's 20, 19 or 20. Yeah, he's already a couple of years in, too. They brought him in with La Resistance, I believe it would be 2003. There was a lot of anti-French sentiment because they weren't in favor of the war in Iraq. So they became the enemies of the United States. Really easy foreigner for the heels to go with in the WWF. So yeah, he's on his own now. He's one of those stars on SmackDown that's emerging, like I talked about, trying to replace Jericho and Kurt Angle.
Yeah.
Doesn't really work. Sometimes he's got a dog with him. He doesn't have a dog this time.
Shame. It's Bob's really just regretting his choice to be the lead 2004 correspondent on tonight's show. Getting into some dangerous territory with this. Yeah.
Yeah, he was the number 1 draft pick for SmackDown as well, which that might also be why the show's bad. They drafted like shit.
He kind of bums me out, to be honest, in this sense. I just think he's like a terrible victim of the industry, you know?
Oh, yeah.
I know Cornette had him in OVW and was just really desperate for them to leave him for a bit longer. Like they couldn't wait to get him up. And you know, I think he's doing better now, but like he recently relapsed and it's a shame, dude. Like I've not seen many Rene Dupree matches. I'm not sure if he was any good. It doesn't really matter for the point I'm making. He's like a kid, you know.
Yeah.
He's having to deal with Bob Holly and JBL watching his matches and calling him a pussy.
Yeah.
Sad. He's Cena running wild. Now Cena he just beat, that was nice. He just beat Big Show for the strap, right, Bobby?
He did. To get them ready for the next level.
Was that a Mania?
Yeah.
I watched that match, actually.
WrestleMania 20.
It's pretty good.
Of the God. And now, because of obviously, that's like, they kind of use that as the main Mania moment now.
Yeah.
For
they
Mania
do.
20. Like when they do retrospectives, Mania 20, they'll often use Cena beating Big Show as the main. And
Mhm.
I'm not trying to do one of our stupid jokes. It always comes to mind when I think, because that match is not really, it's not really much of a match, is it? It's just a chance to get Cena a win on Mania.
It's fine.
Yeah.
It's kind of
I
short.
believe it's the opener.
Yeah, yes, exactly. It's short. It's a fun match. Renee and Kenzo Suzuki win the tag titles in the fall.
Yes.
Jesus
Just-
Christ.
What a time! What a time!
So Kenzo Suzuki, the original plan for him, speaking of foreign heels, he was going to go B1 on Raw against their world champion. And they filmed vignettes for this. The thing was, he was a descendant of Hirohito. And you can find the vignettes out there. They didn't go through with it because, someone had some sense at some point along the way. But, yeah, it would have not been great. What they did with him was pretty offensive, too, to be honest with you. But, like,
Look, man, in fear of defending 2025 WWF, like, how funny is it that TKO will release wrestling and people go, this is the worst these people have ever been? That's not saying they're good now. My point is, like, what do you think it was like then?
If someone says that, you just got to reply to them, watch this show right here.
yeah.
Any show, dude. It's so, like, it's all just terribly offensive. Well, I mean, even we're going to celebrate the JBL and Eddie match, and rightly so. It's a classic, but like, even the fucking the backdrop to that is not exactly sparkling, is it? We're being real.
No.
Oh, that sucked.
Wow.
Oh fuck!
Jesus.
God, this match just went from terrible to awesome in 10 seconds. It's wild.
How are things going, Kaden Lee?
The Panthers lost.
Ah,
I'm gonna jump
shit,
off my
man.
Game 7.
I don't.
Kaden, my thoughts on that. Yeah, don't worry about Kaden.
They have another chance. Don't worry.
Kaden, you need to lock in, bro. The magic formula's not being kind to right. Bob's taking home a lot of money right now. I'll be honest with you, okay? A lot of money.
That's fine.
You need to lock in, Kaden Lee.
He goes, that's fine.
Well, all I know is that real hockey teams lock their series up in 5. So
How are the
all I
Stars
know.
doing? I don't watch.
Who was a cup more recently, Novi?
it's all about recency. We just won our series. You guys are in Game 7. It is what it is.
We
The
done
Stars,
very lately.
Stars are up
How-
3-2.
Okay.
The Stars got fucking killed last night.
3-2.
Yeah.
One
I think
more.
Dallas is gonna win tomorrow. They lost like 6-0 yesterday.
Hey, Bob,
What's up?
can you just read this super chat, this comment for me, please?
I was thinking about bringing that up because I was remembering the Kenzo Suzuki stuff earlier, and I'm like, I was really just trying to focus on Hydromike last week to get the conversation back on track, and I didn't bring that up. But yes, that was also a pitch. They were going to also have Paul Heyman manage him. And
Oh, they were. Oh,
yeah,
okay.
it was bad enough that when it was pitched, Vince packed his shit and left for the day.
I remember that. Now, I want you to be clear what you're saying here, Bob. Just explain. This is a pitch that made Vince McMahon leave the office in panic and fear. Is that what you're telling
Yeah.
me?
Yes.
Wow.
Yeah. So
Just incredible.
again, it's not a great. It's more offensive than the Attitude Era. A lot of stuff like
Oh, yeah, because it's more desperate, isn't it? Desperate.
because they don't need to be doing it anymore.
Yeah, terribly desperate. This match sucks.
Yeah. They wrestle a million times this year too.
What does Renee's trunk say? What do they say? I should say.
It's
Uh,
French something.
French something.
French.
It looks like an F as well. No, it's a P.
Yeah,
French Phenom.
Okay.
Thank you, Kaden Lee. Let me adjust my magic formula here. Very nice. Very nice work.
I can give some more gas to Caden Lee. He
You
made
can
a
do
tweet
what?
about the Panthers. He said Panthers didn't have much of a bite tonight.
Oh, you said I can give some more.
Yeah,
You said very different, very vulgar. I'm not gonna lie to you. I was very concerned.
like gas them up. That's what the phrase
Yeah,
is.
I heard I heard gas, and I was like, or gas. I was very confused.
Jesus.
I know, bro. I was like, what the fuck are you
Come on,
talking
man.
about, dude? I thought SmackDown had like messed you up.
No.
My bad, bro. That's what I heard. I can't change what I heard.
They announced Julia versus Charlotte versus Zelina.
Poor Zelina.
Which that entire thing is very funny because, like, I feel like you would want Charlotte and Julia in that ladder match.
Probably better if like Charlotte's not and Alexa is because you tell the story better, you know?
Yeah.
That's what I would do. But
I think Charlotte's going to be in it.
yeah, probably. But I'm just, I wouldn't put Charlotte in it because,
Yeah.
She's wearing a knee brace now and there's no reason for her to be in it. But yeah, I think you're right. I absolutely think you're right. I also wouldn't have put Alexa in it, but I'm not a doctor, these are the games we play. I mean, the last time Alexa Bliss was in Money in the Bank, shots nearly killed her. Which was very funny, admittedly. We got a lot of bits out of that on the Grin. Oh, what a maneuver. Amari says, thoughts on certain people trying to babyface Triple H, that's the booker of the WWF, while also claiming that TK is killing the WWF. I even saw a couple of videos on this topic.
I don't know why Monkey would do that.
Yeah, I don't know why he would do it. My honest take on it is two things can be true. I think there absolutely are differences with TKO that are very bad and will be deeply problematic for wrestling generally. And I think I do think TKO is central to the somewhat soulless vibe, However, I do not agree at all with the idea that they're like put Mello with Miz.
Yeah.
like I don't think he's booking. Now, actually, no, I'll tell you about. I don't think he's booking that either because I don't think he books SmackDown anymore. My question is, why doesn't he book SmackDown? I would like someone to ask that question because he, as far as from what it sounds like, and I'm not a scoopster, I just, it sounds like he's not even involved in that process anymore, dude. So, what is he? That's like half his job.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't really get that. I think they're two different things. I think there's an increasing evidence that Triple H has creatively hit probably the end of his cycle because that's what bookers do. He did that the same thing in NXT, and I think you should equally be like, man, TKO are ice cold, greedy cunts. I think both those things are true, So that's my personal feeling on it. Does that make sense, boys? No,
Yeah,
it's very
absolutely.
balanced. Okay, thank you.
Yeah.
I
Hey,
think
the super chat, Mario. I hope that was a good answer. Kaden?
I think a lot of people are trying to find a boogeyman that is not Triple H.
Yeah.
And so when the cuts happen, I think we talked about, there were a lot of people that were saying, well, oh man, greedy TKO cutting costs. This is a very consistent thing of the releases. That was a thing WWE did for the last decade of the post-Mania. And then in the pandemic, you had the two big releases in 2020, 2021. And then even then, there were another set of there were 3 sets of releases. I think they did 2 later in 2021. I think 1 in early 2022. So it's they've actually done less cuts in TKO than WWE did prior to that.
Yeah, and
because of COVID. But
to your point, quite a few of the releases, I don't say quite a few, but some of the releases were basically just expirations.
Yeah. A lot of it recently has been that.
I don't agree, personally. John Cena won. I don't agree with handling it that way. I think they should just let the contracts run out. I don't like the release thing. I don't like it because they're not getting out the deal any sooner. It's just them basically announcing that they've got 90 days left of their deal and they're not getting re-signed.
Yeah.
But from a perception point of view, you're on a list of 12 people suddenly, I just think I don't like it personally.
Yeah.
It's dumb.
Yeah, I think it's stupid, but whatever.
It's also
a
little stupid for people after those releases, Triple H shouldn't have any say in that. Come on, guys.
Well, of course, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean,
people said the same
think
thing with Vince, right? They would say Johnny Ace made the call. If you wanted to stay, if Triple H or Vince wanted the wrestler to stay, they have a certain say in things.
Yeah. And look, I'll be honest, and in fear of coming across like an arsehole, because I don't intend to. I'm not morally opposed to releases in general. I do think I would rather just deals expire.
Yeah.
I do think sometimes it's it's best for both parties to go separate ways, to be completely honest.
Yeah.
It's hard to know. Every conversation is different. When Dolph was on one of those lists, people were like, I can't believe they finally got Dolph. And then we found out Dolph had basically asked them to release him like 6 times. You know, so
Yeah.
every situation is different. I do think I want to be careful how I word this. I'm not trying to advocate people losing their job, but I do think we may have overcorrected when we were all rightly horrified by the COVID releases when people had nowhere else to work.
Yeah.
Mhm.
I do think coming out of that, we've had like a situation where we treat it the same way as we did in 2020. I think that's kind of silly, to be completely honest. Let me be clear again. I'm not saying people should lose their job. What I'm saying is it was clearly far worse, like far worse when they did it at the very start of a pandemic,
Yeah.
which meant no one could work. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
There's always been releases, and quite frankly, there will always be releases, is what I'm getting at here. So yeah, I hope that
Yeah.
made sense.
At least Cora Jade has some indies to work, you know, like that wouldn't have been the case back then. It is now.
Cora
Mhm.
Jade will make more money in her first quarter outside of WWE than she did the last year.
Mhm.
She's gonna be fine, you know.
She'll work conventions
And,
and stuff. It'll be great.
yeah, it's like, and that's not saying that, you know, I completely agree with the sentiment. They announced record profits. Fuck them. Like, I agree with that. I just, it ain't to me as deep as it was when they were doing that shit when there was not a single promotion running. Like,
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
it's also case by case. Yeah, exactly. No, case by case. If you sign someone to a 5-year deal, you should probably like see for a few years of it, you know?
Yeah.
Who is this?
Oh.
Oh,
Yeah.
I see now.
What a jump scare after Bobby set the stage. Much better, Bob. Much better.
Yeah, that's the new vignette. The original one is problematic.
Yeah.
This one's not necessarily not problematic, but you know, it's
Yeah.
It's a scowl. It's a scowl.
yes,
It's all relative.
Yeah.
case by case, as some would say. Yeah?
Yeah.
God, why does
Look at
Michael keep
Taz.
staring at me like that? Jesus.
We mentioned it last night, but it's a free show. Big love to Taz,
Mhm.
who did one of the most manly things I've ever
Look at
seen
his
on
render.
wrestling TV. Oh my god, look at Taker. They've made his skin like,
Fucking hat, man. His fucking hat.
dude. They've made Taker's
Yeah,
skin
his
like a
big hat.
cartoonish grey. That's wild.
Fucking Doug
Um,
Dimmadome.
What Taz did on Dynamite was one of the most manly things I've ever seen on wrestling TV. He fucking took his glasses off so he could show you that he was welling up and crying, man. That is so awesome.
Yeah,
Big love to little man.
it was very, very sincere. It all like we're all on screen watching the show. It was
Yeah,
all
no,
like,
it was sick.
damn, that's
Yeah,
awesome.
jokes aside, it was fucking awesome, dude.
Yeah.
It really was.
It's very, very good.
Very, very, very. It was powerful. You know, they both actually did. Both promotions took a similar approach to it and kind of did like. Taz obviously had a camera, but I think Excalibur did like a little bit of narration over some photos, right? I think first. Or am I imagining that?
Yeah. That's true.
Yeah, he did. That's what WWE did,
yeah,
right?
yeah.
They just
He
did like
did.
narration over.
Yeah.
It's interesting. I don't know. I like the big time videos, you know, that really. But is the one thing that was cool about the way they did it in both shows was you heard the crowd and they chanted.
Mhm.
You know, I think on Raw they tried "Thank you, Sabu" or Sabu
did.
or something to that
Mm.
effect. So yeah, it was. It's an interesting one, dude. He's an interesting wrestler to kind of.
Yeah.
It's kind of weird to be honest with you. I'm not a big Sabu guy, but he's sure it's someone who just kind of lived forever, didn't he? Really.
Mm-hmm.
I've
So,
been
like,
very
yeah.
interested in like just learning so much about
Yeah.
him, like people telling stories and stuff, and just so
Right.
much lore you just don't know about, you know.
Yeah, he was a wild man in more ways than one. Definitely, he's definitely like, for my personal taste, a lot of the things he innovated are not things that I like necessarily am attached to. You know, so like I would never consider myself a huge fan or anything. There's matches of his I really like,
Mm-hmm.
but I'm also not an expert. So it was fun with you. Like it's cool hearing people that did have that connection speak on it. I wish it didn't. I wish that could happen more often without the guy
Yes.
passing away. That's my biggest thing. Like and that's why I love following guys like Naylor, who just like. I was fully aware of what Sabu meant to Naylor before Sabu passed away. we all need to do our best to try and, you know, give the phrase "give them their flowers" is so like passe, but you know what I mean. There's truth to that, isn't there?
Yeah.
There is truth to that.
You want people to be able to see you give them their flowers
Yeah,
while they
bro.
still can, you know. It's
Yeah.
It's become a more normalized thing though over the last little bit. Just giving respect to legends that are still with us. All this stuff. I appreciate that.
I
In
think
every
social
sport.
media, it helps too because people just randomly will just post clips of cool shit they see, and he has a lot of cool shit,
Mhm.
So,
If there's a lot of TikTok edits with old basketball stars that just no one really remembers,
It's
but this
fucking
guy
awesome.
had a connection. It's awesome.
Yeah, it's
That
awesome.
kind of stuff is sick.
It is. It's I got very, very sad on that Faith Fight Friday program earlier. Terribly sad. I don't know why I did it the way I did it. But I formatted it where it was I did Eddie and Randy, which is their only singles match, and Eddie dies a month later, and then I did AJ and Jimmy Rave. I was fucked coming out of it, dude. I don't know why I did them one after another, but I was just it's very sad.
Yeah.
I don't know. Wrestling really kicks the shit out of us in that regard, doesn't it?
And those are two guys that all the potential in the world and died fucking way too young.
Yeah. Jimmy Rave's a terribly sad story. It really is a terrible shame. It fucking sucks. All right, folks. We move on briskly here to Booker T and The Undertaker. Bob, are you excited right now, mate?
I'm not thrilled. I don't think either one's particularly good in 2004. So,
yeah,
Undertaker's pretty bad in this year from what I've seen.
Yeah.
yeah,
When he's in he's coming back to being the dead man, but he's not really, right, Bob?
yeah. No, it takes till 2007 for him to figure it out. Well, the Orton stuff's good, but everything else he does in 2005 kind of sucks.
He has some good. He has the Angle match in 06, right?
No, yeah, that rules.
Yeah, you're doing that thing where
Fine.
you're taking years from him again. You do this a lot.
2007 though, he's great.
You're a hater of the Undertaker, bro. I know your game.
He's fine.
Fine.
He's an American badass, bro. He's more than fine. He's a fucking legend. Look at him.
That's true.
That's true.
Fair enough.
Yeah. Definitely a good bit to do before this inevitable 2-star match that's ahead of us here.
Entrance is cool though.
It's cool to see.
Yeah.
They used to have cool stages.
They did. It's a dead art. I don't want to say dying art because it's we don't see it literally ever.
It's been dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's just.
When was the last really cool fucking stage?
It wasn't Mania, you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to think.
IG Muto final bye.
Bro. Some of those Noah shows were sexy as fuck.
Every big Noah show has that. I mean, just the big fucking pro wrestling
Yeah.
Noah sign that is godly.
We should fucking buy a Noah, dude.
We really should. We could fix it. I'm convinced.
Oh my god, dude.
Yeah,
Easily. I would just sign all the rest of that,
Yeah.
We'd sit down, Kaito. You have
Surely
to
they'd
stop
come.
trying to be him.
Sending emails to Samoa Joe. I have dates for you at Corkinall. Please respond. I have specifically not booked any Wednesdays or Saturdays. Please make yourself available on the following days.
Takashi Sugiura versus Samoa Joe.
Bro. 8 minutes. Give him hell. Give him hell, brother. God, that sounds awesome.
We're keeping Kenta around. He won't work world title matches, but he'll work. Yeah. I'll get him on there.
Oh yeah, we'll use Kenta. Yeah, we'll bring Myers in. And GHC champion Eddie Edwards together as a team in Noah. I've got ideas. When was the Carly match that was good, Bob? When was the Carly match that was good with Undertaker?
Is that the last man standing match, or is that? Let me see, because they have a couple matches. I don't remember. That's
Bob,
very good. That's very good.
Give this one the O'Neill delivery. Let's see how it goes.
I actually call him the American sad ass.
You fucking cooked him, bro. Is that a Bob original?
No.
I thought you just called it yourself.
Andrew in the chat. Shout out.
Bob's too nice. You should have said yep while it was on the screen.
Right, let me see this Kali match because they wrestled a few times.
After watching that developmental shoot, every time I think of Kali, I think all the tails now.
when Gallows goes, he put his hand around my throat, and then I woke up, and Tungaloa goes, "You woke up?" Yes,
Apparently, I was wrestling. Don't remember.
dude. They're doing a fundraiser show tonight for like the football team in where Gallows is at in Atlanta, or Georgia, somewhere else in Georgia. I know it's Atlanta. I don't know. I'm not an expert on American geography. And the card is like spectacular. Like it's the Good Brothers, QT Marshall, and Jimmy Wang Yang. They're the big stars.
Yeah.
That's fucking indie wrestling right there, brother. Jimmy Wang Yang is on the poster. Let's go. Yeah, it's cool. I think they're gonna have a good crowd. All QT's students are wrestling on it, I think. Oh, look at this. Two of the best pure strikers in the sport right here, Bobby.
That is true. Undertaker is known for his striking ability.
Sure, we could poach Cole from New Japan.
Yeah.
I mean,
Wouldn't
he's
take-
shown, dude. The money's there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bob, start
I'm
saving
looking
up.
at TEW mods. There's an 04 mod that is interesting.
Oh my god.
Hmm.
The Ring of Honor, you going to be or TNA? Ooh.
Well, I don't know because there's like
Ooh.
there's a lot of promotions in here. There's Ring of
Yeah.
Honor, there's TNA, there's
ML Dub.
Juggalo Championship Wrestling.
Jesus.
Hold on.
That looks
IWA
like a
Mid
show.
South, CZW, Stampede. Hold on.
I like Joe's idea. It pops me now. We get a new TV deal. We got some money coming in. See what
I
we
was
can
trying to
play
find the fucking 2013 one. I can't find it.
with. Let's do two. Let's do 04. TNA and 04. Let's do it.
Perhaps I can get a link. Who knows?
Someone in chat. If you have the mod.
Oh, good strikes there
Oh.
from Booker.
Overhand blows.
Lighten him up, bro. Booker would beat the fuck out of Mark, right? Just kick the shit out.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Oh, yeah. Bob, oh, yeah.
Look at his hair. Looks like an asshole.
Yeah.
He
I'll
does.
be
dude.
honest, Bob. You're not wrong, but I don't know if you're having the head
Yeah,
for that kind
fair.
of insult, bro. I mean, you did your thing. I'm still with it. I just, yeah. Good shit. Good shit, boys. Oh, we have limb work. We have limb work in our co-main event, folks. We are nearing our main event. Eddie Guerrero, John Bradshaw Layfield for the WWF title. Here live from Staples Center. It's a big one. Bobby, who you got tonight, mate?
You know, it's tough. Eddie has not had a defense yet, but JBL's really looking like a suitable challenger so far. I think it's going to be tough. We're going to have to see how it plays out.
Wow. You're sitting on the fence here, Bobby.
For
On the
now.
Late Night Grin, 161. Sad. Caden Lee, who you got
Coming up on
tonight?
fucking LNG 200.
It's crazy, right?
That is
Crazy.
wild.
That's crazy.
Yeah.
No. Time's that, please.
We are currently at 1 hour, 45 minutes, and 40 seconds. 41, 42, 43, 44,
44,
45.
45.
Don't do that.
Caden, who you picking
In this match?
in the main event?
Oh, fuck. I'm gonna ride Eddie. So wait, no.
You're gonna do what?
Freaking pause.
Just Bob Holly. Hold on, dude. Bob embarrassed himself. He was wrong.
Oh, that's right. He didn't win at Mania. He won at No Way Out.
Fucking embarrassed himself in front of everyone, dude.
Everyone point and laugh.
Idiot,
God.
dude.
Crowd's all laughing. Bob fucked up chants in the crowd.
I'm choosing Eddie.
Good work.
Good wording.
Like that.
I'm glad you said choosing because you could have said something else that sounded really vulgar. You know? Good work. Oh, fuck. Do you remember when Jeff Cobb was out there grappling and he
Yeah.
just. Oh, well, I never. God, that was wonderful. Just wonderful.
What sound
God,
good,
this Booker shtick is outrageous, man. Jesus.
Yeah.
really
This,
bad.
I imagine Bruce
Oh,
Pritchard-
good punch.
Yeah, the punch is good. Was Bruce Pritchard, did he have a big hand in this creative, Bob, at the time?
I think he did a lot of Booker's creative because they were good friends.
Oh, I bet they were.
Bruce always said they were because they're both Houston guys, but yeah, I mean, I don't.
No, I actually believe they were. Booker's, well, you know. What was we talking about again? Jeff
I don't
Cole?
know. Joe, I laughed very hard when Bill Watts said that he got out of the business because he didn't want to promote sex and violence.
Yeah. Yeah. Comes across like proper grifter at the end of that when he starts telling you about his new life. You go, oh yeah.
Yeah. I thought he was going to be
Is-
part of the fucking DiBiase thing.
Yeah, he is actually a really interesting shoot, legitimately. He's
Yeah.
Have you seen a lot of Mid-South?
No, I've seen like a decent amount. I mean, like, you know, like 10 episodes or some shit.
What is Taker doing, bro?
I don't fucking
Yeah.
know.
His foot's under the rope. Yes, mate.
He's
But
bad.
it made me really want to watch more.
It's
And like actually like know what I'm watching rather than just picking a random episode, you know what I mean?
it is probably the most revolutionary
Mm-hmm.
television product in the history. I mean, I shouldn't say most revolutionary because Nitro obviously changes things in its own way, but it's so ahead of its time, bro. Like how just, man, the way he would tie the angles together, the amount of angles he would do, and the way he would do them, and some of the big turns and twists. Oh my god,
Like,
it's incredible TV.
He talked a lot about how he would end his shows on. Okay, we have sand. He would end his shows with like non-finishes and stuff,
Yeah.
and how pissed off the audience would get. And he would like start the end of the last episode, or he would start the beginning of the first episode or the
Yeah.
next episode with the
Next
ending
episode.
of the last episode, that kind of thing.
It was episodic, dude. Yeah,
Yeah.
like,
And it's like in that way he talks about how he did a lot of shit that is now like just extremely common and like it's what made wrestling big at that time.
Yeah.
And it's like the one time in that interview you could tell he's like actually correct.
Yeah, there's a lot of stuff he was. I mean, if you read about when they got the TV slot before Crockett gets it, like we'll never do it because we're not really qualified. But that's the fucking. You could do a segment on the Late Night Grin, whatever about that, you know?
Yeah.
Like Crockett gets that slot and obviously does great, but a lot of people believe Bill Watts was like Vince would not have been able to deal with him with that much TV.
It did also pop me that he was like, I didn't lose. The fucking oil fields went under.
Yeah. That story about like someone calling him up and being like, there's no, I think they called him. They got there for the show, for the Louisiana show, the Dome show, and they were like, I can't, there's no prostitutes. And Bill was like,
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Where are the blowjobs?
Yeah. And he's like, no, you don't get it. The house is going to be down.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's interesting. I've watched a lot of the Mid-South stuff, and I also watched a lot of the Smoky Mountain TV, and like, you can trace it because obviously Cornette's there for Mid-South, so he knows what it's supposed to look like, but he doesn't have he gets it like close, but he doesn't have the just touches of genius that Mid-South had.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's very interesting.
It made me want to, because I have Death of the Territories. I want to actually like fucking read it again.
Yeah. Yeah. Oh my goodness. This ain't all that bad, really. The gimmick is shit, but the match is
Naya is bleeding apparently. Sounds good.
based. It was interesting hearing about, because Eddie Gilbert had the dark side recently, right? And there was talk about like him and Flair, because when he and Flair had a big beef because he was on Flair's booking committee. Dark side covers it, and they take him off and they put Cornette in. Flair takes him on and puts Cornette in. And like Cornette explains that Eddie was full Memphis and that like everyone had to have an angle, and it was angles. And Flair's like attitude was, and this is where I would lean as a booker. Flair's thing was like, is this person going to be in the main event anytime soon?
Yeah.
No, right. They don't need to be having this fucking. You know, like that's the way he looked at it. And that is what's interesting about it is that is entirely gone from wrestling now, right? That doesn't exist at all anymore. Everyone does angles now, and I mean, I think you have to because wrestling needs that gloss and that excitement now. But it's an interesting philosophical difference to what we have now, I think.
Sorry, I'm trying to find a picture of Nia Jax bleeding.
Fair.
My cats are being sweet to each other. I'm watching.
Kaden, have you watched the Mid-South?
No.
No. Good answer.
Want me to lie?
Right. I was just being silly goose.
Oh. Yeah,
Oh my
sounds
God.
like you.
Yeah. He's gonna sit up. He's showing shin. He's showing shin.
Oh my god!
Ah!
Push his fucking pants down immediately. Oh, big boot.
Oh,
Oh, he's goozled him. He's goozled him. Oh, he lost him on that.
oh my God!
Damn. That took some serious strength, man.
Got back control there.
Has Bob Quiet quit?
Potentially.
All the millennials are doing it now. Disgraceful.
There it is. The damn
Yeah.
tombstone. I love it. You guys should all buy snooker tables.
It's just a pool table, right?
Nah, bro. Different size. Big boy shit. Different game altogether. Study it, right?
Sure.
I can't play it either, but you guys should look into it.
I've never been able to play American pool. So
Bro, imagine being at a bar and you can use that as like a chat up line. I'm great at snooker. That would be fucking money, right?
we'll be sick.
No,
wish
what the
it was-
fuck is snooker?
Yeah, right? Conversation starter.
I've always enjoyed playing pool though.
Bro,
Always
you'd
have.
love snooker. You'd suit snooker. You know that rage you had earlier? Snooker.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Me and Kaden should duel.
In snooker, like they, they'd say they're not on the table a lot. Like say the other guy's cleaning up. On the telly, it'll cut back to them. They'll legitimately just be sitting like this. I'm not joking. That's what they'll actually be looking like. Because they're sitting right there. And it's like just praying the guy misses. You know, it's fucking awesome, dude. It's really human in that way. Hey, Bob, are you good at snooker?
I'm not good at pool either.
You should be. I bet you're good at bowling.
No,
Wow.
Are you good at
I would have
any
said the same
games?
thing too, to be honest with you.
Yeah.
that's fair. Yeah, but no.
Hmm.
I'm not like great at pool. I'm okay at it. Bowling is the one where I can either be like decent and like fairly good, but if I bowl for too long, my finger starts to hurt and I'm really bad.
I legitimately thought you were going to ask me then, like, bowling is the one where you have the pins, right?
No, I know what bowling is. I bowled fairly recently. Golf is my weirdest. I'll go to like Top Golf and I'll typically start terrible and then I get a good like 15-20 balls in a row where I'm doing fucking amazing and then I'm just fucked after that.
Hayden Lee, you're picking up in the magic formula. I like it. I like it a lot. All right, folks. It's main event time here in Grinland. And with that in mind, Bob has some timely advice for if you've enjoyed this video so far.
Yeah, if you're having a good time here, you go ahead and smash that like button. If you've been here since the start, that's the third time, so go ahead. It's an odd number. If you came, after the first time that we mentioned it, you have to like it again. Odd numbers, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9, etc.
Remembers all the times you've done it throughout the show. That's a pro.
Yeah. We have a timestamp for Mr. Big Dude, please.
We're currently at 1 hour, 56 minutes, and 44 seconds. 45, 46,
46,
47,
47,
48. Doc is pay. Doc is fucking pay.
I like he's kind of being antagonistic tonight. I like it. Good work.
Mid takes. I have not played pool with Michael B. Jordan. However, I did once meet the director of the movie he was recently in, Sinners. I met Ryan.
Did
Coogler
you?
once. I met Ryan Coogler and Chadwick Boseman.
Wow, that's awesome.
Yeah.
Where?
Good experience.
Yeah, they were like, I was the first person. They were doing like they did a signing, a meet and greet signing at D23 in 2017, which is like because it was the year before Black Panther came out. So they were both there promoting it, and we were the first people in line. And so I get up there, and they're still like, because they're trying to pre-sign all of the posters and get a bunch done at once. So they're just kind of getting like 10 or 15 done. And so I'm just like standing there right in front of Ryan Coogler, an awkward 13-year-old boy, just looking at this fucking awesome director that I love. And I'm like, I don't know. Like, I mean, he just looks at me and goes, "Hey, what's up?" I go, "I don't know. Nothing really, I guess."
That's awesome. He's fucking awesome, dude.
He's him and Chadwick were both very nice people.
I'm sure. I'm sorry, but this video is so funny. Like, John's music playing in the background is just spectacular. It really is.
Shots of fucking Wall Street.
Yeah, just JBL's theme like proudly playing over this like compilation of his life. That'll take a turn for the worst, I fear. The tragedy. Oh. This is a crazy angle, dude. Chavo Senior was pitching that she take like a lariat. Like they were putting the angle together, and Chavo Senior, because obviously he's around at this time, he's like, she could take the clothesline from hell. And then he's like, no, she's not gonna do that. Oh, this was actually better because it gave the villain an out, and it made him even more fucking just like heinous the way he reacts to it.
Yeah. Also, the lore is she was supposed to have a fake heart attack, and then she actually had a real heart attack.
Yeah.
Which I don't know if I believe that necessarily, but it's a good story.
I've heard that too, but sometimes John like forgets to tell it, and so I feel like it's a detail he wouldn't leave out if it was for true, you know. But I do know, like, JBL claims, and other people have confirmed it, they had to get him out there immediately. He was going to get killed. Like, this was one of the last times someone could have died in a wrestling angle, I think. Because it was Mother's Day, right? It was Mother's Day, and they were in El Paso.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, Mother's, because the reason
That's
she was there, the reason it worked so well is there was a reason for them to be there. You know what I'm saying? Like, it wasn't, because sometimes people are at shows. I mean, the Rock and Roll Express lights now, God love them. When they're at AW, go, they're going to get the fuck beat out of them tonight. You know, like, his mother was out there, and it's like, well, yes, it's Mother's Day. Of course she would be. It's a house show.
Mm-hmm.
What are they going to do on a house show? Well, I'll tell you what they're going to do. There you go. There was the blood. I just saw Eddie hitting Bubba over the head, and there was blood all over his.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
JBL did look like a monster in that short little thing because he's so much taller than her, so it's scary.
Dude, he's doing that shtick at One Night Stand. And my dad goes, you got to say, he's unbelievable, JBL. He's a demon on that show.
Yeah,
you can see him getting really drunk. But like, just his body language, he just looks like such an absolute prick. You want to punch him,
fucking asshole.
Yeah, and like, you know, truth and
the ball
fiction.
bouncing thing.
Yeah. Oh, that's an old timer. Yeah. He's just such an absolute prick. He looks at people the way you go, oh, I wish someone beat the fuck out of him, you know? I
remember, like, as a kid, vividly just fucking despising him, bro.
Hating him, yeah.
I hated him in the games, too.
Yeah, just hate everything about him.
He's in incredible shape here. Wow. We talked about it last week. Look how much better he looks hidden in that Cena match.
Yeah.
When we watched the Cena match, I mentioned to the boys, like, imagine him working with babyface Eddie Kingston in his prime, you know? Like, oh my God, dude. Would it be? He's calling him Fat Boy and talking about being a real New Yorker and shit. Like, oh my God, it'd be so money.
You ever traded on Wall Street, Eddie?
Yeah, right. And he would definitely get like deeply problematic at times, but he would definitely use the word thug and shit like that. But the matches would be fucking awesome, man. Here we go, folks. They just cut out the racist promo so we can get straight to the good stuff. Eddie Guerrero is here. And this to me, and I don't say this lightly, I have the Halloween Havoc Classic over my shoulder. I love a lot of Eddie Guerrero matches. I believe this to be his finest hour
Me
because
too.
I like John Bradshaw Layfield. This is his first main event match in his entire career. He's never even flirted with this level, to be honest. And they're about to have an iconic match, and the fella on screen is the driving force behind that, and then some.
Mhm.
So
Wow. I didn't know it was his first main
He's-
ever. That's
He's about
wild.
to have a hell of a night. Eddie is
dude, this is
after the show and
like,
everything.
what would be a good comp for what JBL is here? Like, because the APA are not even pushed by the end of the APA run. Bob, what would be a good comp for this? Like,
Shit, I don't. It's
like one of the fucking like Raiders. It's like
yeah.
Eric from the Raiders getting a
Wow.
shaft to the main event with a new gimmick overnight.
Yeah.
They gave him this gimmick 1 month before this Nova. This is like an overnight thing.
That's wild.
People can't fucking believe they're actually doing this as a main event match, you know?
Yeah.
And like, to JBL's credit, who has many faults, he's always the first person to say, like, it only worked because Eddie made me. Like,
Yeah.
Eddie made, he got something out of me that I didn't even know I had. And they have this feud.
Yeah.
God,
Look
what
at
a
Eddie.
fucking belt. Oh my God.
It's wild,
It's
right?
gorgeous.
Looks great on Eddie in particular, I always think.
Yeah. I'm made for him.
I
Yeah.
love that we're getting two versions of Eddie like recently because we saw the heel
Yeah.
against
Yeah.
Ray not that long
Mhm.
ago. Now we're seeing
Yeah.
the ultimate face.
This is probably his best babyface performance, man. This is fucking.
Novi, have you ever seen the promo? It's with Brock that Eddie cuts about like his
Yeah.
addiction.
Oh, it's amazing.
That's good stuff.
I'm not sure.
Oh, bro, it's my favorite promo of all time. It's fucking unbelievable.
Whereas, look at Eddie here.
His eyes, bro.
Yeah,
Vengeance in his eyes, dude. Like,
hasn't moved from that spot.
holy shit. He's just ready to kick ass. JBL slings a big right hand, and away we go.
God
Oh,
damn,
my
bro.
goodness. Roll from running, boys. JBL immediately, at the first sign of trouble, fucking cowers, Like, that's like. For all of the size as a heel, he immediately, like. He don't want this fire, dude.
Yeah.
Ben brings it up in our chat, and it's a great point. He says a truly special Eddie performance when you add that Pat Patterson laid the match out and Eddie waved it all off and asked to call it in the ring instead.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Patterson had a match laid out, and he was like, "I'm not feeling it. I'll just figure it out when I'm out there."
Eddie's he talks extensively about there's like
Ooh.
0 chance that he was gonna ever work a match that was like perfectly laid out beat for beat.
Yeah, he was a big feel guy, and
Yeah.
that's why, like, if you compare him to some of the super workers of today, he's probably less consistent because of that. Because he kind of just went out there and like just felt it,
Yeah.
That always leads to like higher peaks,
I think
feel
so. Yeah, it's a complicated thing, and I definitely don't agree with when people like,
Oh my
"God,
god.
JBL is such a fucking coward here. Look at him, dude, begging off." I don't agree with when people just dismiss, laying matches out beforehand because I mean, Savage did that, and Savage. To me,
Yeah.
Savage is one of the greatest American wrestlers ever. As long as you can convince me it's natural and organic, you're doing your job, But to your point, a big part of Eddie's magic was that he definitely wrestled on like instinctive feel and emotion.
I like when it's like if it's laid out, but I can kind of tell that they're still listening to the crowd and doing their like spots
Yes.
accordingly. That's
Yeah.
I like that because sometimes it just feels like they're doing shit. And
You're
I,
just wrestling a match in their own head.
I don't like that. I hate that. It doesn't
tend to
connect at
agree.
all. But oh my god, Eddie's back. Oh my god.
Yes, it's insane. Cole, that needs a timestamp, please, Novi.
That would be 2 hours, 5 minutes, and 57 seconds. 58, 59, 206, 601.
When we did that match, I did say to you, and I know that so there's some matches where he's back is there you
this is
go.
one of them.
Yeah, this is the height of that.
Yeah, his shape
Um,
is psychotic. His back,
yeah,
his back,
he's-
like
Yeah.
the actual definition is insane. It's really difficult to get definition like that just in general. So like, he's still putting in work.
His frame is like really ill suited to be as big as he is, to be quite frank,
Yep.
beyond the obvious health issues that come with it. But like, it's it's a shame. That's why it's always a dangerous game with the guys in this. I don't know what the best answer is. I don't know. It's tough, isn't it? It is a cosmetic business, but we have to be careful. Oh, JBL bumping on single punches.
Joe, your head by like 4 seconds or so.
God, fucking police is back. All right.
Eddie is
Blame Netflix.
Eddie's one of the guys who I badly want to go through the catalog at some point because I've seen like I just haven't seen like as much as I should have. Like there's so many guys from that era that like I just haven't gotten to.
Mm-hmm.
And especially with like the stuff because when I was going through and watching old wrestling, I was mainly doing 90 like the first half of the 90s and even like 96, 97, but you don't get into like actual like good Eddie until a little later.
Right. Eddie's amazing in that he's just different. Like to me, he has two primes in that way, which is weird. Like, because physically he's much better in the time you're describing, but then in this time he taps into this like kind of he's more an emotional watch, I would say.
Yeah.
See, now this is where Bradshaw is just brilliant. We were talking about this with the John Cena match. How fucking cowardly was he? And then as soon as he gets a chance, look at how vicious he is.
Yep. Throwing him around, beating his ass around the ring.
Because he's such a fucking pussy. He knows this is my chance, and if I don't take it, he's going to kick the shit out of me again later. You know, he was a great heel in that way. He has limitations, don't get me wrong, but he was great in that way. He's in control now, folks. Yeah. JBL did get fired for his Fox News gig. Why did that happen, Bob?
Well, he was trying to get some heat in Germany, and you're not allowed to do the thing that he did legally. So,
Yeah.
His explanation of that is like one of the all-time great. He's like, Tony Soprano and do whatever he wants. That's fake. JBL's one of those guys. Like his attitude is, it's not real. I should be able to like shoot someone on TV. You know. And look, no doubt about it, wrestling is a weird beast. I think the main reason why you should not have heels be like actually offensive is because they don't die. They just like keep wrestling. You know.
I was gonna say, yeah.
Yeah. If someone's like a racist character in a movie, they get killed at the end, and you go, hell yeah.
Yeah.
JBL would just simply just continue to wrestle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
So
it's
it's a different medium in it.
I'm not gonna go into specific instances, but there's like wrestlers out there that are just misogynistic, but they're also baby faces, you know. Again,
Yeah.
so like
They just turn back baby. Oh fuck. Yes, I'm pretty sure it's just after this playthrough that happens. I'm pretty sure. But here you see what we were talking about in terms of here you see what we were discussing in terms of Eddie's approach, and that like they've clearly let's just settle down for a minute. You know, JBL told a story about working with Eddie when he said the Undertaker was in second to last, and he said the Undertaker like tore the house down. By the time they went out there for the house show main event, the crowd was exhausted. They weren't making any sound, so Eddie just went, because JBL's idea was like, let's go out there and fucking do a sprint, you know.
yeah.
Eddie goes, just grab a headlock. And they just sat there for ages. Just sat there and waited. And then when the crowd started coming up, and he was like, all right, here we go. JBL was like, he would just do shit like that. Like, he didn't fuck, bro. He was going to, like, he would wait, and the people, he'd had confidence they'd get him eventually. You can see him here, like, the crowds, they're not rocking necessarily, you know, but, like,
They're
I think
watching.
Eddie's very
They're
confident.
intrigued.
Yeah, and I think Eddie's confident that they care enough about him, and they dislike this JBL guy enough that they're with it. They'll keep following.
You could tell in the entrances that they were pretty like, it's been a long show, you know?
yeah.
And Modest King is right. Like, at least JBL had enough awareness that he would never have been a babyface after that. And it is beast that JBL's retirement match is getting squashed by Ray. That is beast. Yeah.
Justified.
Eddie's going to the hair. Oof. Bradshaw on the ropes.
Oh my
How
god.
hard Bradshaw is working, bro.
He almost slipped.
He's hustling like crazy. Oh, he
Oh, yeah.
Oh,
Good Lord.
Jesus.
Oh,
Took a tumble on that, didn't he? Whew. Wild. Don't have an answer. There's no fucking way 04 Taker tore the house down. Look, man, JBL's definition. JBL recently said he thinks that Alberto El Patron is the best wrestler in the world.
Yeah.
You know, like you could. He's watching this shit very different. He's changed in manipulated time. You know? Very different.
A lot of wrestlers' idea of tearing the house down is not what a lot of the fans would think.
They just see it differently, dude.
Yeah. Which
is fine. I don't need them to see it the way I see it. It's a different perspective, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
It's like Booker when Booker will talk about matches and go, man, we had a fucking classic. You're like, oh, that match sucked, but I'm glad you enjoyed it, you know? Oh.
Timestamp Kale is 2 hours, 12 minutes, and 43 seconds. 44. 45.
Oh, he slid.
Ooh.
He slid on the damn table.
Oh, look at him. He's in agony.
Yeah, for real.
Oh,
wait.
He looks like Alexa Bliss in the ad break tonight. Double down here. JBL rolling back to the floor. It was so, I mean, it should be noted that JBL was like on the verge of retirement 2 months before this because his back was fucked.
Yeah.
And they were like, we need a top heel, John. You're turning heel.
Oh, here, listen to people.
Yep.
Gave it time.
If you're over, you sell, they'll get with it, dude. And if you notice, people are standing up suddenly here in the crowd.
Oh, yeah.
Now, we know there's a ways to go yet, right? There's some drama ahead, but something they've done in that time got people to stand up and stay up, which is interesting. Like, I guess they stood up for the table spot, would be my guess.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. They stayed there for me, and now we've got Trade and Black. Look at JBL selling the punch.
Oh, yeah. It's just good placement on that stuff.
Oh,
you know?
They're getting so much juice out of these punches. Look at this.
Oh,
Every one of them's like, every one of them is.
People taking their pictures now.
These were really close, these two too. So like, I think wasn't whose wedding was Bob? You may know, like the groomsman. One way round. JBL's wedding that Eddie was the groomsman.
Yeah, I think so.
And there's a hilarious photo from that. That's like
yes.
the boys, the SmackDown roster. It's very funny. Yeah, they were very close. And when Eddie passes on the TV after that, JBL like requests to put over Chavo, which is cool.
Mm-hmm.
Especially because Chavo is Kerwin White at that time and becomes Chavo Guerrero again to beat JBL. Just stays that way for a while. Well, the rest of his career, in fact.
JBL is such a weird fucking guy. He's like,
yeah, he is. Yeah, he's really weird.
You hear all these things about him being just such a fucking asshole.
Yeah.
And you hear shit like that, and you're like, well, I mean,
that's why it's hard.
Could be cool.
Yeah, and it's not to defend him, but it's why you're almost best to just stay out of it completely. And it's like, I don't fucking know, dude. Like, I'm sure. I mean, some of the stories are like more than just kind of a dick. Some of them are like, what the fuck, dude?
Yeah.
And I believe them, so I'm not in any interest in defending him as a human. I don't know him, you know.
Yeah.
I don't intend to.
Fucking Hornswoggle, fucking Dylan. He talks about Brodus Clay like he was a fucking well, I mean, I'm sure he was, but like he was a fucking nightmare to work with, and he was just an asshole and a bully. But then you ask him about JBL, and he's like, he's fucking awesome.
he loves him. JBL was on his podcast. It's genuinely worth watching because it's very funny.
Yeah,
very very funny.
Here we go.
JBL's on the ropes right now, folks. Eddie's firing up. Oh, that one. I don't know if he was doing that often at this point, I gotta tell you.
Yeah, didn't seem like it.
He's pretty big, you know.
He goes, oh,
that was a heavyweight fucking amigo dude. Right there, bro. How fucking crazy is it that Dan Garcia did superplexes on this spot the other week, man?
Insane.
What the fuck?
To be fair, it's like the only innovation in the move I've ever fucking seen in my life, so that's awesome.
I can't believe. I'm fascinated if he ever does that again.
Yeah.
There's no way.
Was that a case of just Dax being crazy enough to like, that's it? Crazy.
That should be a move that like when DG's having a major match, you do like you should pull it out.
Oh, oh, close shave.
Oh no. Oh,
Way
there you
off.
go. This Eddie gear is fantastic, by the
Yeah,
way.
it's classic.
He's gearing this time. It's so sick, dude.
Oh,
Shit.
Oh shit!
I
Honestly,
always thought that was like a believable ref bump.
yeah, that's
Good
like one of the
ref
best ref bumps I've ever seen.
Good
Yeah.
rep
Because
bump.
one of the things Eddie does really well is he taunts like this way, so it makes it the referee would actually not expect him to be going that way. You know,
Hmm.
he fires up this way, right, and then he fucking darts the other. Like,
Yeah.
it kind of protects the referee rather than him signaling, "I'm going to run the
Uh-huh.
rover shot now, ref. Get ready." You know, he trusts him. Wonder if anything unfortunate is going to happen. Anything drastic or dramatic is about to happen here as they go to the
Probably
outside.
not.
I wonder.
Probably
Fiend's about to hit.
NWO sign.
Yeah, I saw that.
Flag, actually, a flag. Let it not
Fucking
sign. I
tapestry,
did it.
dude.
Yeah, I didn't do it justice.
I would like that flag actually. It's a good flag.
Sure, you can buy it at WWEshop.com.
Probably could, but it's gonna have WWE logo on it.
Oh,
Oh,
Sharpie.
fucking threw over the damn table, bro.
got rug burn on the
Oh,
damn
boys.
table.
All right, get ready.
Things are about to change.
Yep. Mhm.
Oh,
Bro,
Never gets easier. Never gets easier.
it's so fitting.
There it is.
Oh,
my
my fucking
God.
Oh my god!
It's such a happy accident that the announcer's fucking headset's got knocked off. 'Cause
Yeah.
There's no sound. You
Yeah.
just hear thud, you know? Not
Yeah.
even a thud, it's a crash, actually. Jesus wept, man.
Holy shit!
It's the best play job of all time. It results in him like going into shock later this night, so it's like not
Yes.
great. But
Yeah, absolutely. He's not saying
Yeah.
you ever want to see again, but it happens, right? Like,
yeah, it happens. So you just kind of go,
My
Yeah.
god!
okay, I guess.
the sound this makes is disgusting.
Oh.
Eddie's head literally folds into his shoulders. He hits him so hard, bro.
Yeah.
Look at his head's like this. He loses his neck for a second there, man. He is.
Oh
He
my God,
was
look at him
genuinely
pour.
like very concerned about it because he knew he went way, you know, it
Yeah,
was
way too deep. Yeah.
not, yeah.
Oh my God, look at it.
Eddie just immediately works the cut. Too.
So-
Or not, JBL works the cut immediately.
That's why we were popping last week, Novi, when we watched that Cena match because they do. That's the spot, right? And Cena he don't bleed like that, but he gets pretty close.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Eddie is just red.
Holy
It's,
shit. You can kind of
JBL
tell
has
that
talked. I
JBL
think-
right now.
Yeah.
You can see it.
Colt's asking about JBL. I think he's talked about how the referee would communicate with him go home because Vince wanted him to go home immediately.
Yeah.
But JBL was not going to just fucking go home if Eddie didn't want
Yeah.
to, right? Like,
Yeah.
oh
Me-
Jesus!
Oh.
That's the way.
Oh.
Oh, the
You-
pour!
You could tell that JBL was like, shit, what the fuck should I do? How do
Yeah.
I play this?
Well, he's already in uncharted territory. I mean, I'm sure they've done the match on house shows before this, but like, he's like 15, 20 minutes into a pay-per-view main event. He's already probably just fucking trying to get his head above water, you know?
Yeah.
Mm.
See, this is why we were saying that just seeing the picture don't really do it. Just the way it pours, isn't it? You know,
Yeah. Oh my God.
JBL,
Definitely never seen it pour like that.
JBL's evil grin. Uh-oh, he's winding it up. Little Stan Hansen action.
You could see him. He's starting to regain like confidence in it. He's like, all right,
Yeah.
let's fucking do it.
Fuck. Jesus wept, dude. JBL was like, you good, dude?
It's crazy because like literally
Oh my
anywhere
God.
Eddie goes, you could just see like a trail following him.
Yeah.
Oh my.
Insane.
It's
Oh.
glad he
And
took
then-
it
and
easy.
also-
Glad he took it easy on him with that, huh? Jesus.
right.
Fuck.
It results in JBL also looking the coolest he's ever looked fucking ever.
Great, yeah. It's it looks like a crime scene, doesn't it? That's what it looks
Yes.
like. So, yeah.
Yeah.
The only way to describe it.
This is fucking
Crowd.
awesome.
He ain't even selling, he's just selling dead. He's just flat. Like
Yeah.
he ain't even getting a sell in. He's literally just laying there and the crowd's coming up. The crowd is actually sincere. That is so money. The crowd is sincerely reacting to the referee being down as like, our guy has a chance.
Yeah.
Oh, there is a pool of blood.
Oh my God! Look at the puddle. Oh my God.
JBL. A correct shocked face from JBL
Mhm.
there is the heel. Look at him. He's like, that was the moment.
Oh my God, Eddie.
Jesus Christ.
Look at fucking JBL. He's got all the blood on his arm. He just laid it
Such
into
a
him.
cunt, bro. Look at him. Oh my God, Eddie. Damn, dude. Oh. Oh, Jesus.
Oh, Charles Robinson, no.
No, Charles.
Look at this, dude.
Fuck.
This is a desperate situation. Oh my God.
You gotta kick him that hard, dude.
No. Oh, no.
Oh.
It's hard to even see
Listen to the crowd.
Eddie's facial features are now just lost in the blood.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Viscos is just working like he's working under a mask.
Yeah. The crowd is, I mean, again, he's not sitting up and so he's just lying flat. The visual is so striking. They're just desperate for Eddie to get up and fight back, man.
That's such a good, like, pin him again spot too there.
Because he can't believe he kicked out. He can't believe it. I've got to see it again with his own eyes.
Yeah.
Look at Eddie running around.
Oh.
That's perfect, because now he can fucking sell. Look at that.
Oh
man.
my God.
5 streams, bro. Look at that shit.
Oh my God.
Oh.
Oh.
God, this Jesus.
Oh,
Holy shit.
I'm telling you, dude, this is an all-timer. Like, this match is unbelievable, man.
It's one of my favorites of all time.
Yeah, me too. It's so good, man.
Look at the mat.
the match just fucked.
It's like fucking Big Japan.
Here it comes. Here it comes. This is it, bro. This is the ultimate Eddie Guerrero moment right here. This is pro wrestling right here.
Fuck
Look
yeah.
at this. Look at this, man.
Oh yeah.
Look at the people.
Everything Eddie was about, like in this moment.
There are dudes in the crowd pointing at JBL like, you're fucked now, bro.
Yeah.
Look at this. Oh my god.
Oh shit.
Fuck, he can barely stand up, dude. He's lost so much blood. So much blood. Oh shit.
Oh, the crowd.
Oh shit. Hooked him. Oh yeah. Everyone's on their feet now.
Oh my god, these close-up shots.
Fuck. He's crawling to the corner. He's trying to get up there for the frog splash. Instinct. Going to the corner.
Oh my god.
He needs to get used to the ropes to get up too.
Mm-hmm.
His head laid down on the mat. He just left a stain.
Stain, yeah.
Oh,
God.
He's still dripping.
Godly comment.
Yeah. Good. Let me style that because I'll put it off now.
Probably
Loki and JBL would have been very good.
Yes, true.
Karate boy. Frog splash. No! Oh shit. Damn it. So close. So far. My goodness.
Both men down.
And then some, right? They're both just like down and out.
Yeah. For very different reasons.
Yeah. JBL almost feels more like exhaustion.
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
Eddie is like, he's moving like he can't feel any of his fucking. It's crazy to watch. Like when he's running the ropes, he can't feel his legs. Oh, Jesus. See, I've always believed what happens here is actually the match's like most impressive thing in terms of what it feels like. And I don't know if you could ever recreate this really in this era.
Mm-hmm.
Uh-oh. Oh, to me, this is pro wrestling right here, dude. Look at this. The referee's like, don't hear me. Says, fuck that. I'm going to hit him over the head with this thing. And I think what happens now is really important for this match. And the way
Oh my god, Eddie.
really important, because this is not the end of the show yet. We have a little bit more ahead of us. This is important.
Mhm.
Look at this. Now, the most impressive thing about this match, there's not a single boo for the DQ.
Mhm.
They don't give a fuck, bro.
Because
They don't care.
guy.
They want Eddie to kill this guy, man. They don't give a fuck about the DQ. And that, to me, is an indication that they truly got them that night to a degree that you very seldom see since, or even in the era before this.
Mhm.
Because DQ finishes often get heat for, like, heat on the promotion, right?
Mhm.
Mhm.
You know? Now, they boo this, which is also awesome. Because he wins the match, right?
Yeah.
Right, here we go. Look at JBL celebrating. Look at this piece of shit. They're popping. Though,
Immediate
dude. They're
pop, yeah.
so happy that he's beating this kid up. In his face.
It's fucking insane.
He keeps going too. It gets better and better. JBL's cooked, bro. Look at him.
Because he fucking he blades. He didn't really need to.
No. That's, again, true pro wrestling, right?
Yeah.
This is like a territory thing, isn't it? Like,
Yes.
we'll bring him back next month, which is, I mean, that's obviously the work next month, but like, we need a finish that's going to fucking bring him back, dude. We've got no heels on SmackDown.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, bro, who gives a fuck about the DQ? He's kicking the shit out of this arsehole.
JBL blading there is so godly.
Look at this visual. And we are somehow still not quite at the defining visual for this entire match because it's just coming here. Now, here it is. Here it is. This shot right here. Look at that right there, dude. That's the match in a nutshell. Look at him begging off. The whole ring is covered in blood. And look at what JBL acts like when he's got the same, when he's in the same situation. And what does our hero do? He don't fucking doubt himself.
Yeah.
He don't question right and wrong. He fucking hits him over the head with a steel chair. Because that's our hero, brother. That's what it's all about. Look at
Yeah.
Eddie.
He gets right back in the spot he was. Start the match.
I'm right.
Oh,
Fuck.
he's in hell. Oh my god.
If you're going to do an angle where a guy's mother has a heart attack, that's what that shit needs to look like when they get in the ring.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That's what it needs to look like. And look at JBL. Oh, fuck yes,
This
dude.
piece of shit.
Fucking
How great is the contrast in like the way they feel when they're bleeding? JBL feels like he regrets everything he's done at that point.
Yeah.
Look at him.
Eddie's fucking top rope pounding his chest, you know?
Yeah. Crowd.
Eddie also does the like, get the fuck out of my way, refs. I'm gonna kill this guy. JBL's like, please protect me. Please.
Oh, he's going back. Oh shit.
Oh, never mind. It doesn't matter. Fuck him. It doesn't matter.
This is some of the greatest stuff WWE ever did. Like
Yeah.
this match, this whole thing is, I mean, fit.
Oh my god, is it Arn?
Dean, Arn!
The boys.
Get in there, Arn.
Fuck. Good God Almighty.
Oh, the way JBL's like falling, he's stumbling every
Yeah.
time. Can't stand.
This moment right
Entire
here.
arena. chanting
Whole
his name.
arena. He got the ring. He's got his belt. And there's a lesson in that in terms of like, there's no firm rule on finishes. That was the right finish, dude. That was the right finish.
Mhm.
Yep.
Because JBL, we all saw with our own eyes what a pussy he was when it came down to it, but he can go on TV and be like, I won.
Yep.
That coward Eddie Guerrero cheated, you know? That is the right finish.
Yeah.
And the reaction proves it because people just cared about seeing Eddie win, like beat him up, not him win necessarily.
Mhm.
And that was incredible. Look at Eddie.
Jesus.
Oddly visual.
That visual right there that's the one, mate. Look at that with the belt. Whew. That's it, man. That's to me, that's his magnum opus, what he does with that right there. That's just wow. What a match.
Damn.
What a moment. What a piece of business, boys. That was incredible. Incredible stuff. I know that show sucks, but we had to watch that together as a family. That was just wonderful. And it's something to be said for watching it after you've watched the rest of it, right? Watched, I say. Wonderful. We hope you enjoyed that, folks. We're going to do some plugs. We're going out of here. There may be a collision Grinalong, right, Kaden? Maybe?
Yeah, I don't have I'm waiting to hear back from Riceman and Six Star to see if we can get them. But myself and Marcus are at least confirmed if we decide to do it. Novi has ran from the grind and decided to take a day off. So
yes, sir. Speaking of days off, I'm taking one tomorrow. Brainbuster. Other than June 1st, which is a major occasion for the Grapscast, what anything else you want to plug? Anything else you want to say?
No.
Fair. Novi, what's the video tomorrow? I know, but just for the masses here.
Video tomorrow. It's out on the channel. YouTube.com/@Noviak. It's about AEW's mid-card championships. Trust me, it's not just bitching and moaning. It's actually getting excited about future booking, throwing some ideas out there. So, lock in on that. I'll be back on the pre-show next week, Wednesday, 6:30. And I'm very glad we watched those shows the way we did because we did 05 before 04. I think that's actually a good way to do it. Because I see both of them in separate matches, different settings. Get a little bit of background there. I like it.
Well, I also think, the idea that a year after that, Eddie is able to be a villain is like,
yes.
Again, we talked about on the show, that's probably his greatest strength, right? His ability to switch back and forth believably and naturally. Ben has gifted 10 memberships. Now, folks, I have to thank you all for the continued support. Ben specifically for gifting the memberships. We are currently with this. We have now crossed 320 LNG Gold memberships. Now, for anyone who doesn't understand how these things usually work, paywall situations usually start at a certain level, and people very understandably have other things to spend their money on. It drops. We've just hit our highest number yet on Late Night Grin. So we are very thankful for that. We do 101 shows, and frankly, we probably do too many for you to even follow. But we are very thankful for the support, and we would rather do too many shows and give you too many options than you to be sitting there going, "Where's the Late Night Grin?" So, I think that would put us at over 325. I think it's 327 now, maybe.
327.
327.
Wow.
So
That's
let's
insane.
keep it going. And June is going to be a crazy month in the land of grins. Kaden Lee, any plugs you would like to make?
No.
Cool. Bobby, anything you want to plug, mate?
Grin Grappler, the Tuesday after next, Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson. The match the match listing is decided. I don't know if Joe's tweeted it yet, but I know we decided it the other night.
It was tweeted, yeah. So.
Okay. Another cool thing coming that we can't exactly talk about yet, but that's ready. Good times ahead.
Man, Bobby was part of the recording that we've alluded to a few times and was excellent on that. I'm excited for you guys to get a chance to see that. Much going on, much happening, but in the immediate weeks, as Bob mentioned, Grin Grappler, there's going to be 2 shows next week that hopefully going to have Manny the Hooper. There's going to be a Retro TV Grinalong, so stay tuned if you remember for the poll so you can vote. It will include the Mako Satomura deal that got, some would say politically, attacked last time. And we're also going to be doing NXT TakeOver Unstoppable free. So if you're not a member, you got another free show next week. And next Friday's show, last plug, I promise, we are reviewing wrestling matches. We are doing actual wrestling. So I love Grinalongs. It's great. We've done a lot of them recently. I just want to do wrestling conversation for a minute that's, not with us going, Bob Holly. So there's going to be a bunch of matches we're going to review next week.
I got the
some of
boys
them already
watch
out there.
DPW.
Yeah, DPW. We're going to watch Arbe and Priest. We're going to watch Eric Young and Steve Macklin. We're watching what's the Mayu match? I apologize.
Mayu and Nene.
Yes.
No, yeah, that's going to be wild. And there's one other that we've announced that's out there. I forget, but
I'm also forgetting. But we're gonna do something
Mystico and
from
Kushida.
Mystico and
that's the one.
Kushida. Yeah, so
we'll probably do something with Super Juniors for New Japan. I heard about a couple matches though. We might have to decide between ourselves. But yeah,
we're gonna do a match from AEW, match from WWE, maybe one more. Like we're just but it's something we're gonna play with and do some wrestling talks. I bring myself and Young Guns this week. Stay tuned. Lock in on the Twitter at Late Night Grin. We try and keep you updated over there. All our personals and such, I'm sure you're aware of by now. Thank you again to Ben for gifting the subs, the memberships. If you got one of those, please thank Ben. I will add mid-take suggestion here when we're done. And with that in mind, I think that's about everything, boys. Hell of a time tonight. If you haven't already, please like the video. Leave a comment and tell us what shows you'd like to see Grinalongs for, too. If there's like a specific shows coming up. We do know that in June, we're going to be in 2005 for a couple of these free shows. We're going to be doing One Night Stand.
Yep.
And we're going to be doing Vengeance, right, in June.
Hell
so
yeah.
that could be really fun.
me and Bus we're gonna get to thinking about TEW as well. We'll get to thinking about that.
TEW folks ahead too. So awesome stuff. We really appreciate the support. Have a great weekend, whatever it is you're doing, watching wrestling or whatever. Have a good one. Have a Pepsi Max on me, and maybe, man. I'm not against it at all. Keep grinning. Oh how. Enjoy this outro. Goodbye, folks.